We're live.
Wow.
Oh, hi.
That was impressive.
Welcome to Water Under the Bridge. This is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign where we play through older AD&D and other modules converted to Pathfinder 2nd Edition and set in the homebrew campaign setting of Andarin. Banter?
Banter. Hold up. I forgot to pull up the
I
Twitch.
hardly know her.
Yeah.
Right, who's going to be the first buckaroo to
Don't
get their
laugh at
feet out?
that. You feed him when you do that. Don't do that.
It's true, and I am eating well.
Okay. So I was told. Okay, not sponsored, by the way.
Not yet.
Try this.
Thanks
Wink,
for
wink.
That's why it's
Wait,
in the
Michael
banter.
winks
So-
at the camera.
Yeah, sorry. So just to clarify, because you showed this to us earlier, so you've never tried Dr. Pepper before?
No, this is a blackberry one. I love Dr.
Right, okay.
Pepper. I
Okay.
fucking love it.
Wow.
However,
Not
I
real doctor.
forget who's in chat for this, and they're like, "Has Ava tried the blackberry one yet? Has Ava tried the black?" And like every week, and so like here we go. We're just gonna hopefully this.
Okay,
gets,
let
like, a
me
nice
make
little...
your
Do
screen
some,
bigger
do some
so I can
blackberry
really
pepper
see.
ASMR.
Are we doing this as like, you know, the,
Nice.
the fizz?
Ooh, so you know it's fresh.
Is this basically now an unboxing stream?
Oh my
Stilly
god, that
loves
smells so
it.
sweet.
It's very sweet. That's why I don't know if you'll like it.
Isn't
I was told it's not too sweet, and now you're saying it's too...
I
Isn't
think it's really
all-
sweet.
isn't all soda sweet?
No.
I don't think she likes.
Oh, that's a face.
So you
Alright.
like it
Our
then?
first clip.
I think she likes it.
And Nexa, that's the kind of image you need for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you can keep
Yeah.
it down, it's not that bad.
It tastes like if Dr.
Blackberries?
Pepper wanted to be a grape soda.
Hmm, interesting.
Can imagine Dr. Grape not being so good a nickname.
Yeah, I think it should be like Dr. Grape for this one, but
Hmm.
I'll still drink it because money was spent, but I'm not happy about it.
Feel that.
But there you go.
I'm like the least fussy person
So who
ever,
are we
so
going to get to
it'll
fill
be
our
fine.
6th PC spot now?
I don't know.
Dr. Grape.
Yeah, the doctor. We'll have to
Yeah,
give the
yeah,
doctor
you know
a
what?
call.
I
The
bet you
doctor.
Dr. Grape would come in here and be a great 6th PC.
You want me to try adding someone on Discord named Dr. Grape?
No.
No.
No, that's...
No.
I-
You
no.
called my bluff, and I'm backing off. Ava wins.
Here we go.
Adding
Wait,
randoms on Discord is
I'm
the
the one
worst
doing it.
All good.
idea.
What?
You're
Do
good.
it.
Add friend.
You win.
Should I spell out doctor or just do DR?
No,
You
just
should
DR.
probably, hey,
Okay.
music today was provided
Actually-
by Michael Gelke Studios, Tabletop RPG Music, and McGraw Music. Let's roll
Oh
the
my God.
intro.
We're back.
And we're back.
It's delicious.
Oh, I guess we're not recruiting for our 6th player spot anymore. Ava decided to stick around. So, our party of heroes, the Valkyrie, find themselves in the floating tomb of Martek. They are in something of a race to recover 3 crystal minarets that will open the way into the true tomb, where ideally you'll find the sphere of power left behind by Martek, an artifact that you can use to defeat the Dark One once and for all. You are in a race against a wizard and his 2, well, now 1 hench people. The wizard Trificus and his minion Paunus, a mummy and a monk scholar of death. You have recovered the first of the 3 crystal minarets in the Mobius Tower. In the process, you recruited Thrommel to join with you once again. And everything was fine at first. You recovered the minaret, but upon a bit of discussion following your escape from that demiplane, you showed Thrommel the truth about his father. And he was unable to fully accept it. And in his very first moment of doubt, probably in his entire life, his paladin's oath broke. His armor and sword left him, along with his faith. You did what you could to cheer up this broken shell of what was once a good man.
He's still a good man.
You gave him an eye patch, a hat, spent about 10 minutes with him, providing him with some new armor, giving him some weapons and equipment, and after, is it safe to say Ithri would have been helping him get the armor on and everything? Since
Yeah.
When Ithri
Make sure the
returned to
spike's
Thrommel,
face that way.
Cora and Marco pep talking him,
He-
like trying to make him feel better.
glumly adjusts his eye patch and then says, "How do I look?"
Like a real bad boy.
You look like a pirate. A
I
dread
wouldn't.
pirate.
I wouldn't mess with you.
Awesome. Sorry, that's out of character.
You look like part of the Valkyrie.
He honestly looks like my brother now.
The spikes are a little landlocked.
What? No.
No, the spikes are great. But like, you know, if you get into a fight, maybe think about removing the iPad just in case it hinders your peripheral vision, you know. You can have that for
I
show
heard-
if we're in a pub, but maybe for fighting, take it off just to be safe.
You
I
you
heard
might
that
have
the
trouble
I'm
spikes
with
not-
did-
I'm not getting any more periphery visions.
you.
Or you could do that thing where like you fight them for a bit, and if they turn out to be a tough opponent, you just pull it off and tell them that wasn't even my final form, or something like that, you know.
You're probably going to have trouble with doorways for a while. I recommend maybe going sideways.
Oh no,
Or
that I'm
switch it
used
up
to.
every now and then.
Have to spend
You
a little
know-
time scouting out every new building I go into until I get used to the size of the door frames. They're not
Something
really
I
meant
had
to
trouble
accommodate-
with when I had an eye patch was winking, so you might need to like lift it up to give a proper wink, you know?
He tried. He's like this?
No,
Don't forget to tip your
uh,
head.
No.
Right. Not a helm. Just he like undoes the little string strap on his chin and then takes the hat off.
Like,
It
where'd you
had a
get that?
string.
Where did you get that
the chin
hat?
strap.
That's Sardoc's hat.
Yeah, you
No,
gave it to
Cora
him.
said that in character. I didn't fucking give it to him.
We talked about it.
No.
You said you were okay giving it to him.
Fine if he wants it.
He's got it now.
I didn't mean to make problems between you. If the hat means
Oh,
something to you, you should.
No, you
should
you
keep
helped
it.
us defeat that guy. You should take it as a trophy.
It doesn't. It's
That was
just
a
a
different
dead.
man.
It's just a dead robot guy's hat, and his head is still in my sleeves, and I'm still dealing with that. So, yeah.
That explains a
That
lot.
was Thrommel, son of Archael. I'm just Captain Thrommel now. A humble, dread pirate with beautiful hair.
That sounds much cooler, to be honest.
Who took the head off the robot?
Unintentionally.
With your hammer?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he did, and I didn't want, to leave it there and do some weird timey-wimey stuff like I found the technology. So I put the head in my sleeves, and Ithri grabbed the body, and then weird things happened.
You guys
Just
have
walk
thoroughly
right off.
Europeaned Ashley. I see this now.
Did
You're
you
welcome.
rebuild it?
But why?
Why would you
No, I
want
never
to do
said you
that?
should. I just asked if you
I
could.
wasn't asking about
Not me.
rebuilding. It was just that I just wondered what had happened.
Do we have to check if it's still alive?
No. Should be fine
Why would he
now, I
be
think.
still alive?
I don't know,
I
because
could
like
put the spear of justice. Forgive me. Misspoke. The spear of light. The sword of justice is gone. I could put the spear of light into him one more time. Make sure he's.
I
really-
don't think it's a problem.
He
Would it
You-
make you feel better?
Yeah, a little.
this
It
was
doesn't
like
have to
man.
be him though. Just some bad guys.
I think there'll be
Medora?
plenty of spearing.
I'm
he
gonna
was
lead
like
over to Medora. Sorry, go on.
No, you can go ahead.
I don't. I think if his armor shattered, does he have spells?
I have spells.
Okay.
He was kind of like a
Armor.
golem, right? Like he wasn't like a real like a person.
Yeah,
He
Golem.
bears many
He
of the
was-
markings of my uncle.
Should we be calling it a he? It didn't have genitalia.
You
you
look.
check.
You didn't.
No, not interested.
I made notes about this.
I was just stabbing him.
Shit.
Is that
Happened
why he
in that
doesn't have
fight
you
that I
chopped it off?
missed.
So wait, Ifri took off his head, and Nexa took
I did
off
not.
his...
Also,
Head.
my name is not Nexa in this game.
Marco, so
Sir, meanwhile, sleight of hand, putting
Nexa
the
Nexa
package
just
into his
sneaking
bag,
in.
slipping in.
Nexus
The
hand
sad
going
thing is,
through the
there are
porthole.
people. Marco absolutely knows who will pay for that.
Yeah.
Quite terrifying, actually.
Yeah, they said he was built. Yeah, that's what the wizard said. So
Perhaps
By the clockwork brotherhood.
the cockwork brotherhood. That's
No,
something else.
yeah.
I'd heard they were exclusive to the north.
I mean, if their golems can wander, then
Well, the pact, as I understand it, was that they would not venture into the realm of my fathers. But then again, I suppose we're not in my father's domain.
And
He looks to Selene.
he might have changed. the
Will
pact.
this action bear consequences upon your oath?
He wasn't strong enough. He doesn't get to live.
I spoken just like my uncle. Well
Also,
said.
debatable if that guy was ever alive. If he's just built.
he's no longer functioning.
Therma, you do know I was raised to be an assassin, right? Not by Ayus. This is just the way it is for us. The strong
By
survive.
the Corvanians. I had heard.
Yes.
You dislike them too? Slaps the shoulder.
Well, they're Corvanians. They're all, savages and cultural oppressors.
Starting to like this guy real good.
From
Wait,
But Rommel,
given
you
given
can just...
what you just saw in the crystal, I think maybe you can rethink some of your views.
Are you saying that's a lie? What am I to do? Am I supposed to simply assume that every door is a window and every blue flower is brown? How am I to know now what is truth and what is
A
not?
blue flower to you could be brown to another. It's all about perception.
That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe you should just, check and stick with your own truths, like what you confirm for yourself.
Midora would like to conceal spell.
Shut up, formal spell.
Silence.
Conceal spell message.
Oh, it's like
Your
Actually,
own
I don't
truth.
think you need
huh?
that. That has the subtle trait.
Okay, well, it's concealed. Your own truth, huh, Marco?
and I hear that in my head, right?
Uh-huh.
I wink at Medora.
I expect an explanation.
Is that also in my head?
Uh-huh.
Wait, can I speak back in my head?
You can see
No.
me.
So I can. Do I
Oh, you
know that
can?
though? Because I feel like every time you use it
That
on me,
part of the
I
spell,
couldn't say
you would-
anything.
It
If
is
you thought
implied you
something
understand.
kind of towards me, then I guess I'd get whatever you thought.
So
It
like,
might not be a filtered sentence.
wait, can you hear me? In my head?
I can hear you.
Oh, that's odd. That's really weird. What are you doing in here?
Well, it's a fine thing for you to tell Rommel to hold his own truth. Seem to remember someone slipping up and saying that their fake backstories are never short.
That wasn't a slip up. You guys are my friends now. Every time I
Okay.
tell somebody the truth, they don't believe me. Anyway, so I might sometimes make it more interesting, Opens many doors.
Or
And
windows.
depending on who catches you lying, might close some.
That's true. But if I told you I was a runaway circus boy, would you believe me?
Now,
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Do you want to share the truth?
Well, see, it was short. It was short and sweet.
Okay.
I think most of the time, except for maybe the architecture thing, right? Like, I am still sort of an archaeologist, depends on the definition. Gets you with the bookish girls, sometimes. But I'm getting off topic. I don't know how, there's no limitation, I hope, on the spell, because...
She has to recast it every time there's
Oh.
back and forth.
Okay.
I mean, technically I could just keep it running, and I have no limit on being subtle.
Okay.
So
I thi-
it
I
can continue running until you say something out loud by mistake.
Okay. I think when we went into that weird other place where we were running away from the furry creatures, I did tell you that I was like a major domo at a brothel. That's also true. I told you I grew up with my grandpa. That's also true. I don't think any of you believed me, but that was all the truth. When I tell the girls in the pub how I defeated 5 dragons and then saved a princess, that might not always be as true. But there's still, some of it is true.
Well, you've definitely saved a princess now.
Princess Rommel? This guy over here?
No, the other two, you idiot.
Oh, that's right, I guess.
Make
Well-
your dreams reality.
Maybe if we're sitting down to rest, you can tell us the true story of Marco,
So I can retell it. I already did tell you.
unembellished.
Oh. I can try.
I'd love to hear it.
I'm not sure if I can not lie.
I have to roll for saying the truth. My stats are real bad for that.
History check on yourself.
He's just gonna use his mythic points.
Well, that's not how it happened.
I dream of the day he uses the correct the story ability on himself.
I think according to the text I cannot, but it would be pretty epic.
Like he's doing something and he sees the look on somebody's face and he's like, that's not how the story went. Let me try that again.
I just tell
Well,
I tell each of them the best backstory and then just correct it for the next person.
Do
while they're
you,
having this, oh, go ahead.
only because I can put a cabin up.
Oh, just for the two of us, huh?
No.
Well, maybe you shouldn't stick around in here for too long. You know, it gets dangerous.
Okay.
Just Marco, I'm uncomfortable.
I don't look
So-
over here. I don't look over there.
Each casting of it takes about 6 seconds for the back and forth. So this transpiring would take longer than the conversation itself. So during this time, everyone else is what's everyone doing while this is going on? It would not be noticeable.
Cora
Yep.
would just be, she'd take Thrommel aside and have a quick conversation. Okay, so I learned some stuff when I was a pirate, okay? You gotta use the language. It's all about the language and your attitude. So, like, when something surprises you, you say, shiver me timbers! Or when you want to say yes, you
Shiver.
say, aye, aye.
Shiver my timbers. Where's your
No,
eye patch?
me timbers. Shiver me timbers.
You don't even have a hat. Wait, no. You must have an eye patch. A hat.
No,
or-
no, I
or
gotta
a
work
peg
up
leg.
to, I gotta work up to being a pirate again. I can't just, it's still painful.
The pirate way of life is intense for some.
Yes, it is.
Let us.
And
Let us.
And when you
return.
want to say hello, you say ahoy, and she just keep telling him more pirate lingo as yeah.
Dora's gonna have a lot to correct later.
Hello. Ahoy.
He's like, yeah, you got it, yeah.
Hands on hips. How'd I do?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Hi. You've been like
I
A
don't
minute.
think this is going to work. I was a lousy champion, and I will make a lousy pirate too.
No, you just have to practice.
He's
Got
already
this.
got. He's already got his notebook out. He's flipping to the page where he's writing about the robot, and he's just crossing out the word penis. Then he flips a page and he just writes, just crosses out the word paladin and puts pirate question mark.
So are we gonna take a rest or no?
I mean,
Sure.
aren't we in a race to get these things?
Well, I know some of us are kind of spent. I just, you know.
Should you decide to camp and rest, I will, of course, stand watch over you.
Okay. Do you guys need to rest? The rest of you?
I'm
Not
good.
really.
Find me
Oh.
because I feel like it's unclear. Preparations need to be as part of an extended rest or can be done
Yep.
with a short rest.
Nope. Well, there's no
Okay.
such thing as a short rest in Pathfinder.
Okay. So it just has to be a full 8 hours.
Once you've rested, you can do your daily preparations, but only once per 24 hours.
Actually, that's a question. When was the last time we did have a full rest?
Way over.
Long
way
old
over.
time ago.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't do it before we went through the 1,000 doors. But we
It's
couldn't
been
do
less
it
than 24
by-
hours, but by the end of an 8-hour rest, it will have been 24 hours.
So we
Right.
probably should rest then, right?
Yes.
Because I'm
Now
thinking
that-
actually we're probably starting to get a bit fatigued.
Now that we have one of the minarets, they can't open anything without getting this. So if we find a secluded space to sort of either way, I guess
a person
we just have to
down.
make sure we keep good watch. And might get interrupted by the two opposing.
Better
forces.
2 than 3.
Hmm.
Well, is the hut? Can we use the hut? Is that invisible to the outside or no? Remember?
Not invisible, no.
Can you put the hat into the chalk door you used?
Mm. Probably could, but I don't have the chalk door available.
Oh.
I've got some chalk.
Would be pretty epic if you
by
just
the way.
like drew it
I
anymore.
don't have the magic
Here you go.
reserves available.
Do you want me to get you a door?
Where you guys are now, the lights are no longer lit. These rooms in this corridor is all dark.
Where are we?
I presume we're like
We were back
halfway
in the main
back to
thing.
the.
You know what? Screw it. There's nothing spoilery on here.
I don't have
We walked
visibility.
back to the main room at the end of last session.
You were
Oh.
on the way. Yep.
The hell is this?
So
Oh.
Excellent.
you guys actually
Is it
came
us?
out of. So this is where you ended up. This is where you teleported to the Mobius Tower.
If you're pinging, I
Ah.
can't see it.
7B and 6B.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
6B is where we teleported. 7B is
We
where we.
zoom.
Are we now about
Oh, I see
here,
us.
or-
And
Yeah. Well, you were
Um,
on the way here, and I would say probably stopped about here to engage in the what was going on.
I'm guessing
Which-
4 is where we saw the minuets.
That is where the miniature of the tomb is.
Yes. Cool.
Well, in that case, casting Cozy Hut up here.
Oh, wait. And I mean, if the lights just went off here, they might know that we are in here. So maybe we should move to a dark section that they might not immediately check, right? Or did you do it
That
already?
red laser beam
I
looks
feel
real
like there's
dangerous.
red lightning
Oh,
everywhere, and I
God.
don't know why.
It's Trifficus! He's attacking us!
Blood everywhere.
Duck.
Can I
Is that
turn
how
the
we
color
moved?
to a different
Let's
color?
Were we moving through this like mission?
Oh, you're just
Impossible?
making it. This is the dark section now, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so we should stay here then. It's like dark.
Yeah, if it's dark.
But it just went dark. They might have seen that happen.
No,
right?
as of when you teleported back, it was dark.
I
so
mean,
we don't know when it went dark.
anywhere we go here, they could just show up. You know,
Oh, that's true.
It went
couldn't
dark
really-
sometime. I mean, you can probably guess when it went dark. But
Yeah, when we took
We-
them in around. Huh?
We
We'll
don't
just try
really
to-
have time to discuss. I think we should just
let's
camp
just
down, take
stay
watch.
hidden, keep watch. Yeah.
It's been
I
a
don't
long
mind
time.
taking first watch.
Well, I'm gonna
I'm-
sit up for a while because Marco's got a story to tell, like a
Mhm.
bedtime story.
Oh, you do?
Well, we can't all stay up and tell the story. Some of us got to sleep.
Well,
Well,
I
I can
can't
sleep
miss
in a bit.
this, so I'll go
I
to
feel
sleep
like
in
you
a bit.
already know the story, anyways.
That's
me?
fine, and we can hear it again.
What story? I don't even know what story this
We're
is.
all taking first watch, huh?
It's
I'm
not
gonna
a watch.
I'll
It's
take
just
last
sitting and
watch.
listening.
Wait, but isn't that... How does resting work?
We don't have to be asleep for the full thing.
Really?
Uh huh.
Oh.
We can
But-
sit and listen and it not be a.
At this point, in order to get that, though, you will have to get a proper sleep as well, because you guys haven't slept in a very long time. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, but the proper sleep is like 6 hours, right?
It is. Yep.
So a 20-minute Marco telling a story doesn't impact.
20 minutes?
Nice.
He's never taken only 20 minutes to say something in his whole
5
life.
then.
That's not true.
He said it was going to be short and sweet.
Okay. I take a seat and wait.
Come on, Marco. Someone else can have a
Hmm.
turn next time.
One moment. Nixler has to eat some sweet things because he's diabetic.
Can I have that excuse, please? I love sweet things.
You can just eat sweet things with no repercussions. What do you
Oh
mean?
shit! Is that a thing? Can I do that?
I recommend blackberry Dr Pepper.
No, you cannot.
It's
That's
delicious.
not eating, that's drinking, first of all.
Fine. Freeze
That
it. and then
depends
Oh,
on
I'm
how
pretty
you
sorry.
consume it.
I was going to say, I'm sure I saw you chewing it.
Nom nom nom.
I was swishing.
Actually, you know what? Let me put up my Marco notes so I can be even more accurate.
Or not accurate.
No. What do you mean? You
Accurate
think I
lies.
write fake stories into my
Yes.
notes?
You don't want to accidentally say the real thing, so you gotta make sure you have enough.
I'm gonna write down.
There are 8
I don't
pages
even
of
know the
different
real
stories.
story. I had it ask like a pack of 5. All right, everybody listening.
Yes?
Ready.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with an old man. I don't know my actual parents. He told me he was my grandpa. I don't think so, because his hair wasn't on fire. At some point he died. Then I moved to some distant relative of his in a city. And I worked in a brothel as what I call a major domo. Obviously I had to work up to that, right? So I started scrubbing things. That's why I'm good with like women's fashion, alright? Costumes and all that. You don't want the details on this.
Oh yes, I do.
Maybe when we take a watch together, I can freshen up your outfits. Meteora can profit from that as well. Then, when I was a bit older, I wanted to make my own fortune, or like my own luck out there in the world, so I joined a circus because they impressed me. That's where I learned all my cool tricks. And then I set out to adventure, and that's what I've been doing ever since. And then you guys didn't believe me when I was telling you I was just randomly walking through the desert showing up at some temple. Obviously, I'm gonna check out the temple I'm finding in the desert.
I believed you.
But you kept questioning me. You were the worst one of all of them.
I like to ask questions.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
true.
yeah.
To be fair, Laura asked me if I actually wanted to stay with them or whether I wanted to leave. When I first joined it with the Valkyrie.
There was a
I
lot
mean, I
going
think I
on.
was also asked.
Sometimes
want
it's
to leave.
good to ask questions.
You have to give people an out to start with, because if then they don't take it, you're not at fault for when they die because we fight a god or something.
Wait, what did you say, Marco? About leaving?
Didn't you guys ask me if I want to continue the adventure with you after we finish the temple of Amun-Ra?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I said I was gonna continue, right? Well, I'm
Yep.
still here. We're saving the world after all. Always wanted to do that.
Hopefully
Oh.
so.
Never.
You are
Nobody
gonna
believes me when I tell them I did already. But they gotta have to when somebody sees me do it. I got 5 witnesses at least.
you
I
you
don't know
are
what you're
gonna
talking about.
you are gonna stay with us after this Amun-Ra stuff is done?
I mean, after we save the world, we'll see again, I guess. But maybe if you have some other cool stuff going on, I'll still follow you around. I'm a Valkyrie after all, right?
That you are. So is Thrommel now.
Gotta get you a new thing.
Valkyrie are for real heroes.
Why are you so gloomy?
You don't get to choose what the Valkyrie choose. They come for you, not the other way around.
I beg your pardon. I am still the prince. I can choose whatever I want to choose.
I'm talking
And I am
about
still the princess, so you can be a Valkyrie, and you are a hero, and whatever else you wish to be.
Mm,
Romo,
mumbles.
just because
Teenage
Father
angst.
tricked you doesn't mean you haven't done good deeds. Doesn't mean you haven't saved people or tried to help people or organize whatever those
Palanquin.
Harlequins were.
I think you mean a paladin.
Harlequins?
I don't think they were paladins.
It's not that
Sure, that's
it's not that simple. He did a lot of things in the name of something that
He believed in. Just because the thing you believe in isn't always like what you think it is doesn't necessarily make it bad. You do it overall to do good, right? At least that's what I would like to believe.
I must think on that.
Needless to say, you're not slaughtering people in the name for a resurrection of an ancient god of doom.
Who's doing that? What?
It's just a phrase.
Wait, what?
It's
You're
just a
not doing
phrase.
bad
Of the
things.
It's just a phrase from where I am, where I come from.
Albania, they
I
always
say that all
say
the time.
It's just a phrase. Like,
Very doom and gloom over there.
Father might not be a good person, but you are. That's all I meant.
That's another phrase?
No, that's just what is.
Oh.
And besides Thrommel, there are some good teachings still there, like forgiveness and redemption. Even if you did do bad things, you can still redeem yourself. Glances at Selene.
Be the Archael I want to see.
Exactly.
Oh,
No, exactly.
Yes.
You want
Yes,
to
I
do
like
good.
that.
You don't want our people to starve or die of sacrifice, correct?
Yes. Yes. Well, yes, I want people to take care of those things. While I protect them.
well, your heart's in
What?
the right place, it sounds like.
Rommel, you are better than our father. Just remember that.
And he continues to brood for the most part.
Hopefully, like, less, like, emo brood, but brood and ponder, you know? But more highly of himself?
Hard to tell with him. He is kind of wearing like armor sponsored by My Chemical Romance. So it's,
You know, while this is going on, Marco is sitting there kind of like tapping his foot like, I can't believe nobody had any questions about me performing in a circus.
No.
You just changed the
That-
topic like
Marco-
instantly.
that part
Marco?
we believed immediately.
Marco, I haven't gotten to you yet.
Well, you already told me that, so
See? Did you believe it?
yeah.
Good. But you believe anything, I tell you.
I don't believe anything.
Or
I
you
know there's
kinda
no
do.
tooth fairy. Right? There's no tooth fairy, right? She's like talking to
Does
Ithri like,
Thrommel now,
there's
like-
no tooth fairy.
does Thrommel know that there's no tooth fairy? Or are you just ruining his dreams?
silly, of course there are two fairies.
Actually, there are tooth fairies.
There are.
But
Yeah,
they're
I think-
probably something much meaner than what we
Yes,
Okay,
can
but
do.
like-
yes, they are.
Oh no.
I grew up around them. My father used to barter my teeth to them in exchange for riches.
Did he actually do that? He didn't seem like the kind of guy that would do that kind of thing.
Did
Seems
you
like
get to keep the
exactly
riches,
kind
or
of guy.
did he?
Well, it was for my future.
I wonder where that is now.
What were the teeth used for?
You know, I never thought about that. Never asked, really. I always assumed
Probably a
they built
snack.
little castles out of them.
Hmm.
You know,
They seemed the sort. Very warlike.
out
Always
of
looking for gain over their
It's
enemies.
too fairies.
out of character, I feel like tooth fairies collect teeth, and then they see Thrommel's shiny teeth, and they're like the top shelf whiskey or
Oh, yeah.
something.
That's the good
Special
candy.
occasion.
So tooth fairies are real.
So
Somebody do a recall knowledge on that.
What about like the Great Pumpkin, Saint Nicholas? Like,
The
Are
Great
those what the-
Pumpkin.
You mean
Yeah.
Saint Carnifex?
yeah, he's real
Look
too.
into that one. No, I don't think so. I never got any presents from Saint Carnifex.
That's odd. Usually the rich kids do get the presents.
I had plenty of presents, just not from Saint Carnifex.
Oh, I didn't get any.
And all the other kids
presents.
wake up in the morning with their gifts from Saint Carnifex. All I had were gifts from my father. He made sure to sign everyone personally, though, so I would know they were from him.
What if he just relabeled them so he could get all the praise?
Well, then I should think I would see where St. Carnifex's name had been scribbled through. I'm not a simpleton.
Did you ever see your father's signature on anything else?
Oh, plenty of things.
Okay.
Do you know how to fake it? Leans in.
What? My father's signature? Of course
Oui.
not.
Can
That
you
would be
show us his
fraudulent.
signature?
It's illegal.
That doesn't mean that you don't know how to do it.
You're also a pirate.
This is a
huh,
hypothetical
Rommel?
question.
I'm a fun pirate.
Yes.
No, I'm a
As am
fun
I.
pirate.
What do you mean you steal other people's fun?
No. We create it.
How did you get that out of what I said?
Pirates steal
Oh,
stuff.
no.
Hey, I've never stolen from you.
Good pirates
Not that I've
don't
noticed.
steal.
Who's gonna
I'm
shout
the best
this
pirate you've ever been in a party with. Joint, maybe, with Rommel.
Yes, sure. Yes.
So were you a juggler or something? I've been. What? Can you juggle?
Yeah.
Actually, what skills would I need for juggling?
Juggling
feel
would
like-
probably be sleight of hand.
Oh, I can juggle. I can also throw knives at ladies spinning on a wheel, and I can use my whip to do all kinds of tricks.
How'd you
These
get the
people, I've
ladies
seen
on a
that in
wheel?
person. What do you mean? They are volunteering.
Oh,
Shall we
They
find a
are
wheel?
part of the act.
Are you
Okay.
volunteering, Key?
I don't
You-
think I'm a lady.
That will be more difficult with the tail and all, and we
Right.
would need a pretty big wheel. He's a tall guy.
Oh, I volunteer.
That
We
would
don't-
work.
we don't have a wheel.
That's true.
I could just cartwheel really fast.
You want me to throw knives at you while you do that?
I guess that wouldn't be the same.
No. Also, with the fire, that's a good act. Like, you just, spit out some cheap liquor or... Well, what would, lamp oil is the thing, right?
Hmm.
Oh,
You come to eminence to perform for me in my court, and you shall not be spitting cheap alcohol, sir. It will be champagne or nothing.
No, that does not work, Rommel. It needs to be something that is flammable. So, like lamp oil or something like that.
Well, anything is flammable. You
Wait,
just
you
need the right kindling.
won't that taste nasty though?
You don't swallow it. Sure, it does taste nasty, but
Do they not make it berry flavored?
no, the berry flavored thing is just. What do you mean? Why would there be berry flavored lamp oil?
Because if you're spitting, I don't know. I just thought
Maybe
make
you want
it.
your light to smell
nicer.
nice.
If anyone did that, it probably would be dwarves, to be honest.
Also,
Well, like the-
if no one has done it, that's a good business venue for
Is it?
yeah,
Yeah.
for performers having their oils smell taste like berries, dude.
Or even
I
just
feel like that
you know,
makes it
around the
more
house, you
dangerous
just like
if it tastes nice. Like,
Well, it's
you'd
better
wanna
than
drink
tasting
it.
like shit.
you have it around the house as well. You're just like, I want to light up this place, but I also want the light to smell nice.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh,
And so, oh, go ahead.
if you guys, I know we've been traveling kind of a
Mm.
long time. If there's anybody you've left behind or something and you want to check on them, she pats the crystal ball. I think this is tested. We could look at them, see how they're doing. If you ever want to, I mean, just let me know.
How does it work?
And we all sort of have no home to return to, people.
I've got a home to return to.
But do you
What
want to
if
check
I
on
hope.
them?
I don't know.
I mean, it could be anybody.
Does it work if you don't know where the people are /
Yeah,
live?
you have to know who they are and have to visualize them in your head. You don't have to know where they are.
Okay.
No.
This concept genuinely intrigues Key.
Keep checking out what random NPCs we met.
Hmm.
Oh, right.
Hmm.
I mean,
Who can
I'll
I
be
think
honest,
of?
Key's backstory could be completely just.
I mean,
written off with
they could resist it, but
Oh.
yeah, if there's anybody you wanted to check on. I kind of wanted to check on Mr. Byrne and see how they're doing there back in Hummelbank.
Grand Wizard of Hummelbank.
Yeah,
I
He-
didn't know you knew him.
he kind of took care of us for a little while. A little while.
Hmm.
Very high-strung fellow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a bit.
Little harsh in some of his assessments.
I liked his boyfriend though.
Others. Oh yes.
Rutger?
Liked him much better.
Hmm.
Was it Rutger?
Rutger, that was it. Yes. Good fellow.
Yeah.
I, in fact, once gifted him a very nice set of chainmail pajamas. Hope he liked them.
I think he probably would like that. Or at least the thought of it.
He did seem appreciative, though I regret to say I didn't get to spend much beyond a 10-day in that town.
When was that?
Oh, a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
I was there to see to the construction of a keep for them. They had just felled some beast in the area
Oh.
and were to be rewarded.
Well, Marco, like, if you wanted to check on somebody who you knew at the circus or at that brothel you worked at, we
Oh,
could.
That might be
Or any
interesting, but
lady
we might
Don't
have
think
to
that's a
charge for
good
that.
idea.
Says innocently. I'm just saying if there's,
Some nighttime
somebody
viewing.
you knew.
Doesn't have to be a acquaintance. Could always be a lady love. I'm sure we could give you space.
Does
I don't think there's
does it
anybody I
work?
have to check on. There's
Does
plenty
it-
of people I could check on, but
Does it work for anyone, or do you have to do it? Do you have to know them? How does it work?
Stilly, do I have to attune to this or no? I don't see anything that says
That's
that.
not a thing in here.
Or not attune to it, but
Invest.
invest in it. Sorry.
Nope. It'll
Okay.
have the trait, the invested trait.
No, I think I can show you how to use it, and I think anybody could use it. We have to wait an hour though from now since we just used it. But
Oh, okay.
Also,
Maybe tomorrow then.
that's just clairvoyance. Scrying is twice per day.
oh shit, we could do it now then. Just
Well,
one more time.
Done it twice
well,
today.
yeah,
Oh,
we
we did?
we did it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So tomorrow,
Okay. That might be nice.
yeah. Think I might want to as well tomorrow, maybe. But anyway,
I don't
time
have
for-
anyone.
What?
don't
What'd
need
you
it.
say? Oh,
Yeah.
Esco, did you
I
just
don't
say
need it.
something? Because you were.
yeah, Stilly, what'd you say?
I was waiting for you guys to
Oh, okay.
finish.
Oh,
whatever you
it looked like you were
Um,
moving your mouth.
Yeah, I'll take first watch. I don't mind. Or second if somebody else wants first.
You guys find that it's not easy to settle in here. If Medora's casting Cozy Cabin,
She did.
significantly easier. You are cast. Okay.
She said she did. Yeah.
I've got it and it might as well be used because
Sure.
I'm gonna
and there's
get rid
plenty
of
of
it.
space for it. There is plenty of space. There is a quiet about this place. There are no wandering figures. There's no
That's nice. For once.
monsters or undead guardians. It's just quiet. looking out the windows or the door, whatever. Your lights glitter off of the crystal walls, faint. They're not super mirror-like, just enough that you can see it's a crystalline surface. First watch passes without incident. Who's second?
I'll take
Wait.
second.
Medora, did you say you were staying up a while anyway? Or-
Only for Marco's story.
Oh, okay.
Mind. But I definitely need to rest, otherwise I'll be a walking potato.
Wizards are so funny. Or magic users.
And I will add that during the first watch, Thrommel did stay. He actually was going on about staying awake all night to keep watch, but
No,
with a
that's
little
silly.
clever coercion, like, "Hey, Thrommel, since you're staying up, you want this blanket? Okay."
Here you go.
Do you want to cuddle?
By the end of
Take the plate
Cora's
off.
watch, he's out like a exhausted puppy.
Here's my old teddy bear. Here you go.
Second watch.
You
I
said,
can do it if somebody wakes me up.
oh, Selene or Marco? Which?
Yeah,
Or
you just
both.
gotta wake somebody up.
I'll do it. Wake whoever you want up. Not Medora.
What?
Don't wake Medora up. We don't do that.
I'm not. Who wants it? I'm not choosing this.
I'll do it.
Okay, I slapped Selene awake. Just
What the
kidding.
Fuck.
Selene.
Selene, wake up!
She's
Yes.
like
Fine.
super fast running between both of them, and then like,
Wake up!
Find that your watch. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, just that. Just noises.
You find that your watch is equally peaceful. Though, you do notice the lights to the west flickering occasionally.
Okay, so they're trying to figure it out.
By the time you hand off your watch to third, the flickering has stopped.
Is it off or on?
It's on.
Okay.
I think Marco's taking the third. Sounds like.
Is that
oh, Selene loves waking up Marco.
so? That's. I need confirmation from someone.
Yeah. I'm gonna wake him up.
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna wake him up and be like, what's something they would say at a circus? Like, Ava doesn't know.
Neither does Askell.
Come on, Nexer, what would someone at a circus say?
This is the greatest show.
Yeah, I don't know, like, what do you mean? Like, in what situation? Like, a clown would say something very different to, like, a lion tamer, I guess.
You want a balloon?
Marcos
No, I
and
got it.
gentlemen.
All right,
And we
Marco,
present to
And
you...
You're up
lizards
next.
of all ages.
you ready for your act?
We... Are you ready for my act? Don't answer that question.
No, I'm gonna cross. I did what I gesture. I went like that, and I folded my arms.
Oh, well, if I crack my whip now, everybody's gonna wake up, so...
Whoosh.
Do I have anything cool? Hang on, let me see.
Thank you.
Ooh!
You don't want to throw a knife at her.
How about...
It's a good way to get it.
How about I use my... Look, I use this. Wait, how do I make this happen in chat? Yeah. How about I use this and, like, to play a trick
Remember
on
that
her?
people in the chat.
Oh,
can't see what it
sorry.
is.
Okay, so my slick ring. I want to use the... I want to waste the invisibility on, like... showing off.
You become invisible for 1 minute. Okay.
I grin at her and then, like, play with her hair or something.
You
No,
get
I take it
smacked.
off again and I go back to being visible when I'm sitting, like, where the watch person would sit at the window or outside.
Window,
Probably
probably.
at a window.
Yeah, so I'll turn back visible at the window, like waving at her, like, "Ooh, have a good night."
Oh, also, you said that it stayed on, right?
What's it?
Okay. That area was flickering.
Oh, great. I'll check out what happens.
Cora's gonna sit up. Was something cool happening? Did I miss it?
No, go back to sleep. I'm gonna pet her hair.
Okay.
Nobody went
Goes back to
invisible.
sleep.
Goes back to sleep.
I can go invisible too. That wasn't special. And then I'm gonna go to bed.
Anybody can do that.
Sorry, I wasn't intentionally being a dick, but I'm sure that's how
Accidentally.
It came across. Yeah.
During your third watch, sure enough, the lights west flicker. Not frequently, but enough that you've noticed. No pattern, it's inconsistent. Very sparse, in fact. And then, after, it's hard to, right now with no sunlight, it's kind of hard to track how much time is passing. But what feels like a very long time, the lights go out.
I don't think he does anything with that information.
Is that a no reaction?
What? Did the lights go out? I will
Yeah.
tell them when they wake up, like, and I make
okay.
sure to adjust my eyes to the darkness in case somebody walks out.
I mean, you guys got your own lights. Like, you've got light where the cabin's in a dark room. It's the western area where you see the lights go out. But
yeah, that means that they got the thing. So I'm gonna, that's important for
After
the next
maybe-
day.
15 minutes,
Ah.
the lights are back on,
What?
and they don't flicker again for the rest of your watch.
Interesting.
And then that's it.
Cora humming in her sleep.
Who do I wake up?
I think that's it. I think it was 3 watches, right?
Okay.
You can wake us all up.
Yeah. Oh, I'll wake you all up with the crack of. Oh no, that would be too. In the cabin. In the cabin, like, would they hear that like around?
What's the acoustics
Speaking
like?
as someone who has been very close to a professional whip crack, they would probably hear that half a mile away.
Nah, then I'm not gonna do that. I'm not an idiot.
I've heard gunshots that aren't as loud as a proper whip crack.
So are you just smacking everybody individually?
I mean, how would Marco wake somebody up?
Depends on who it
Loudly.
is.
It depends on who it is. Yeah. Slaps the lizard. Gently, like, shakes the shoulder of the dwarf, and like,
I'm noticing gentleness increases with danger value.
Yeah,
I
you're gonna
think
get-
I
Maybe
think
he's
he
over the-
is can be very dangerous, and he looks very dangerous as well. I think Key and Marco just have like a special bond, like he would expect this sort of thing. Like he usually gets probably tail whipped to be awake or something.
Oh, so
I
he
could
slaps
see it.
him on the ass, right?
Yeah, the ladies get even gentler, like, I don't know, shoulder touches.
Yeah, Selene would
Without
already
shaking.
be awake.
That doesn't matter. I can still touch you.
Whereas I just get
Smack.
straight up harassment.
Yeah.
It's like it's a full spectrum of he slaps the lizard, and the lizard gently touches him. To Selene at the other end, where he gently touches Selene, and Selene just goes, "Pow!"
Worth it.
I mean, to be fair, I'm probably like curled up like a lizard anyway, so Marco might not even know where, like, head starts and tail ends. It's a bit
Slaps
of Rob Ross.
ass.
Just so he might even just be trying to slap the shoulder. It's just like that's where I pooped from.
Eye opens like, oh shit, sorry, man.
My bad.
Oh, just to tell you guys, the west lights went off for a bit, and then they came back on. So that could mean that they got the thing and then failed, and is now reset. Depending, I guess. Have to check it out.
Where was that?
The western light.
Oh. Okay. Is that where we're going next?
It's the closest, and there was
Well, there's-
activity there, so there might still be somebody around.
There's only 2 options left, right? Left, right?
Left
There's
or
only-
right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right is dark, isn't it? So we
I
could go
know,
back to
yeah.
the center
Right.
to see what lights are on.
But there were only
If-
2 other corridors that were lit. So
I believe the other one was the southeast. corner.
southwest. I'm pretty sure it was the southwest.
Well, but we don't know that because we would have to go back to see if the light is on still.
That's true. So we know
Otherwise, they
this
might
one
have
is on.
gotten- So, great,
So-
exactly.
So do we just go straight there? Does anyone have
we
preference?
do.
Does anyone have a plan?
That is the plan. Is we go there, we
Oh, I should
take
do
the
that.
thing, and we kill or incapacitate if we find any of the nasty folk. Best if we find them apart from each other, because then it will be much easier. Just like with our
When we come
robotic
upon
friend.
Trificus, you should treat him as an extremely deadly threat, no matter how he presents himself.
Understood.
Also, here's my companion.
From what
Knock
I
him
could
out.
tell.
So he's an extremely dangerous threat on a flying dangerous threat.
Oh,
Yep.
Well, I don't know how dangerous I would consider. Well, to some, perhaps.
also if this is another like teleport sort of situation, would the creature be in there? It was rather narrow where we went last time.
Well,
Only one way to find him.
yeah, let's just head over there and see what we see. And I mean,
Hope for the best and be prepared for the worst.
yeah. Oh, I need to hit this
It's a
button.
good saying. Oh yeah, we can press a button. Can we press a button, Mr.
Yeah, you
Mr.
should.
GM?
I hope so.
If we
Well,
stay
I
up
really
all
hope
night.
so,
Captain
'cause most of
Thrommel
us
has
already have.
Has your bow? Yes.
What?
What? Sorry, I missed that
I'll be
because
at
there was
your
something in my
bow.
face. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Wait, no.
Stern?
You should be in the back.
Don't be stern.
Right. But from the back,
Right is starboard,
but
isn't it?
that's not part of the. Yes, I'll be at your stern,
Yes, the stern. Yes.
minding the helm of safety.
Mm.
Yes.
We should maybe remind this gentleman that he should not touch things before I have checked them for traps, because
That's why
he's
he's
not
in the
been with us
back.
for very long.
I'm sure he'll learn.
Who do you mean?
You, Fromo. I mean you. You are the gentleman I
Oh,
am referring to.
Well, but how are we to know? But
Mr.
how
Marco
shall
will
I
look for
ensure it?
traps and stuff, and we don't proceed until he does.
oh well, yes, that is just common sense. Very well. Yes, I understand. Like a sapper.
We.
A what?
It's the military version of what I do.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
I am so excited that Nexer knew that. All right. Well,
I can't move
I'm
the thing, so
that's fine. That's fine. You guys head this way. As you do, you find yourself once more in a larger chamber with a crystal ball on a dais of white polished stone.
Does it look like the other one?
Yes, but whatever might be revealed in its depths, you would have to walk up to the crystal ball and examine.
Show me the crystal ball, GM. I walk up to it.
Okay.
Also, do you want a perception check from me for the trap checking, the automatic one?
Yes. Yes, I do. For searching, please. This would be seek
Oh, wait.
on the macro, which you can't
Basic
use, so
action?
it would just make
I
a
have
blind.
to maybe. No, I can't.
Yeah, it's not going to let you without your token.
Wait, no, it does, doesn't it?
What?
It opened
I don't
for
think
me.
I don't think so.
Okay.
You can try.
No, it's all negative, really bad values for some reason.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
I'll
It's just
be
a blind
right.
perception.
I'll be right behind him.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Blind perception. What? Marco has no token in this scene. What? What the? Why can't I
It's
roll?
because we're in a party token.
Yeah, but
Right. You just gotta do it from your character sheet.
yeah, it doesn't let me. It says Marco has no active token.
Oh, they
in this
changed
scene.
even that. Okay.
Apparently.
Well, that's not good.
That's a bit.
There's the tokens.
I mean,
We're huge.
why
Hey.
can't? I mean, okay. But what if you do theater of mind? Shouldn't that be like always an acceptable thing to do?
It should, which is why I'm a little baffled, but I will look into that during the break.
Blind GM roll, and I put the +2 for Trapfinder just so you know. It's already added in this case.
I was gonna say, now that you've got a token, that was initiative, by the way.
What?
Yeah, you rolled perception for initiative, but that's fine. It works. Noted. I've got the number.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine.
He's ready to fight.
I closed it. Why did I close it? As you look into the crystal ore, you see a platform composed of giant crystals floating in the center of a whirlpool of red storm clouds. The platform sinks into the depths below. The island and the air above it glow with a soft white light, and in the center of the island, a miniature crystal minaret stands atop a crystal base.
This plane looks perfect for your beast, Selene. No, if I like those news.
What is it? Let me see.
It looks pretty open, right? Like a sky, kind of.
Yes, though you've got a very narrow view of it. No telling how
Well,
expansive.
Selene could fly.
Well, let's check it out first, and maybe.
It is very clear, though, that I want to reiterate the whirlpool of red storm clouds
Yeah, what's up with that?
above which this floats.
Is there like lightning going on or something?
Within it, oh yeah, oh yeah,
Why
and
is
vortexes and the like.
Ugh.
is it what is it like sandy? Red sand? Is
No.
it blood?
The island itself seems to be made of giant crystals.
What color? Also red.
Just the same crystals as like what
Ah.
you're in now.
Like clear.
Clear. And all of you are able to look into the ball to see this.
So what does the flickering mean that we saw coming from here?
Maybe somebody tried to touch it.
Like they went in and they came back?
Well, we were able to get the thing, but we still had to figure out how to get it out. So maybe it's like maybe it's that.
Like, I'm hoping they died in there, but not in a way that we're also gonna die. So
Yeah.
just slightly died, you know.
Okay. I touched
Barely
it.
didn't make it.
I'm gonna touch
That
it.
could also be.
It's cool glass.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It shows like different locations and stuff. Really cool.
I was responding to Cora touching it. I meant,
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Do we want to
It's so
go?
hot.
Should we just? Do we go? Do we want to wait here until we see someone, or?
Go south, I think, right?
No, I think
that's what
it's
we did
been
last time.
it's been too long since we've seen activity. So yeah, let's go.
Let's hope there's another teleport platform.
So this
There
way.
is. As you go into
Is it
the
this way?
6A room.
We.
Mhm.
Oh, this is going to be frustrating because there's no realistic way I cannot use the party token here. I guess we'll
Just shove
see
us back
what
in.
happens.
Yeah, we'll just.
Can you have the party token and our tokens like somewhere on the side or something where we have no visibility, so we can just use them for rolling?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea.
It's like we have them on the table with us, and we just like.
It's going to screw with the visibility if we get into initiative, though.
Oh.
Well, if we get into initiative, presumably you'll give us our
Yeah,
tokens.
you
just
could put
pop
them.
us
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Fair warning, this is another area that does not have any fancy pants HD maps.
That's it. We're going to the other one. Let the NPCs deal with this.
We just
Does
wait
the
for
other one
trivia.
have fancy maps?
Actually, yes and no.
Okay, well,
Um,
half of us will go to the other one then, because it's only half and half.
Okay. You come into the room, in the center of which stands a 30-foot diameter disc raised 2 feet off the floor. As before, correct me if anyone does anything different. You clamber up onto it and are whisked into another reality.
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
You appear at the back of a huge cavern built of polished white stone. The top of the cavern is at a fantastic height. The walls, stretching into the distance, are lined with spots of brilliant white light. Trees and shrubbery grow in this green, garden-like area. Well-trimmed bushes line several neat paths down the hall. Behind you, 2 large carved stone figures stand at the back wall of the hall. One is labeled time, and the other space.
Elgun Palkia.
Between them is an enormous obelisk with writings carved into it. Up ahead, the ceiling ends, and you can see glowing red light beyond.
Wow,
What do you do?
Seeing-
This is pretty.
This is gonna take a while for the lizard to decipher, isn't it?
I
We go
immediately go to the
Picking
obelisk.
back up later, or
It's actually in common.
Oh,
As you
Oh.
approach, you can see the words reform.
form.
I will put them in chat so you guys can read them out loud, whoever would be reading this. But someone has to read it out loud.
Well, it sounds like it'd be key.
Sounds like it would be. Beyond the knowledge of mortal man, guardians of the world stand guard. They look towards the crystal minaret and watch that path so hard. Beyond the end of... Marco, not now. Beyond the end of space and time, beyond all magic sphere, where all the worlds break down and chaos does appear. 'Tis there the crystal minaret awaits that valiant day, where men shall walk paths of oblivion and take that key so far away. Where are they taking me? Why are they taking me?
Far away.
they're gonna take you when the chaos
I
begins.
don't want to go.
Are they both
Kiki.
looking the same direction? The statues, like,
Mm-hmm.
or are they like, or are they doing that thing where like one looks to the left, one looks to the right, so like their eye line would cross somewhere?
Both are facing south.
South it is then, I guess.
I mean, is there anywhere else to go other than south?
Not really.
Oh, that makes it easy.
I vote we go.
They might start moving around and stuff. Remember the golem in the temple?
Yeah.
They're watching it real hard,
I'm watching the path. As far as I know, I'm not a path. Come on, let's go.
Begin to head south. Is anyone investigating?
Me, usually.
Then Medora, I think you'd be the one to notice, while the others are like really focused on potential danger and navigation. You clock that the glowing lights on the walls are getting dimmer the further you go from the start point. The lush trees and shrubbery are starting to look a little dried out the further you go, more withered. And it's very subtle. It's more like, even looking back, everything behind you looks just like that too. Like almost like an optical illusion where you're at one point and everything is lush and lively, and then you move here and everything ahead and behind is dimming.
I try and recall what chaos might refer to, if chaos is a being rather than just a concept.
Yeah, recall knowledge. You guys got access to your tokens, right?
Hopefully
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
Excellent. Something I love about this module, when you use recall knowledge, it gives every single recall knowledge option that you have proficiency in, and includes relevant bonuses and skill feats for me. And if possible, it even shows what DCs they are.
Does that mean you would just pick the best that we have, or does that
Yep.
still mean we have to make a
Exactly.
decision
So I'm not
on
even
which we
telling
want to
you.
use?
So you don't necessarily even know which one it is. You just know that you know something or not, which is really cool.
Interesting.
So there's a few possibilities for chaos. There is the broad sense, that is the opposite of order, utter, pure freedom. Contextually, though, you think this is something a little more on the sinister side, which does take your mind to the outer rifts, where chaos is born. Or no, where chaos goes to stagnate. It's technically born in the maelstrom, but it drains into the outer rift. You know of no singular entity who might be called chaos, but in the context of Oblivion, there was once a divine being by that name, by the name of Oblivion. And over 1,000 years ago, it was consumed upon itself like a black hole. It was itself a black hole that overfed and winked out. And this divine entity heralded chaos with a capital C. It was the end of all things, and with that unraveling, true chaos could exist, immediately preluding oblivion. So contextually, it's possible that chaos refers to the unraveling of all things. And I don't mean objects, more like the natural laws of existence. Statues give it an example. Time, space. But that's just one.
Medora will kind of explain this as we walk. But it might mean that our magic is of no use. I would assume that casting magic in somewhere where space and time are falling apart, they might not act as we expect.
Okay.
Well, that's just metaphor, right?
Given what we
Not
just saw,
Always.
I don't know about that.
As you guys progress, the vast ceiling overhead suddenly ends in a jagged edge of broken stone. Thousands of red clouds roll rapidly through the sky, bathing the entire area in flickering ruby-colored light. And the wall lights give off only a dim glow now. The rest of you can see the trees are limp. The shrubbery is a sickly yellow color. Jagged rocks litter the path ahead.
Is there anything other than the path forward?
No, the walls remain.
Keep plodding.
My
But it looks
seek?
like one of those what do you call those videos that's like a time lapse of
Yeah.
storm clouds, except they're just red. That's the speed at which they're flying by in the sky.
My seek still has a chance to find secret doors, right? Because I have a seek and then I have the passive.
Because you are actively searching, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You guys continue. Aware of, but not yielding to the ominous red clouds above. The walls of the cavern suddenly end in jagged, raw edges. Before you is a vast expanse of rock. The red clouds swirl over the cavern. The trees stand stark and dead, stripped of their leaves. The bushes seem to reach out with their bare branches. More jagged-edged rocks block the path ahead.
Block.
No more walls. Do you continue?
Yeah, we have to.
Worse.
Do we have to like climb or do something crazy?
No, it's just your pacing is going to be a little slower.
But we have the lizard. Does this count as desert?
No, this is I
Deserted.
can't say what this is without.
Oh.
The only person who might have an inkling is Medora.
But we have Medora.
Yeah, I
And
don't come with difficult terrain navigation. I'm a spooky bitch.
This, by the way, this is my way of telling Myth. This is that landscape which has haunted your nightmares.
Oh.
You know where this is.
Pandemonium.
Wanted, I say, powering my inner self-destruction.
I'm detecting, or I'm using the explanation of detect magic. I'm guessing that's either getting nothing or getting too much.
It's
Double
getting.
take.
It's actually getting nothing at the moment,
Oh.
but it is working.
Does that mean all our magic shit is not magic anymore, or he just randomly, like you always shutting that out?
No, your shit's still magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is still magic. As you step beyond the jagged walls out onto the rock, the trees and bushes dwindle, dead as they were. After about 300 feet, you find there are no more trees and bushes at all. Nothing grows from here to the limit of sight in the distance. In places, the ground just ends in a cliff. Approaching, looking out, you see the cliff drops straight down, out of sight into more swirling crimson clouds. Farther ahead, the winds carry the red clouds into a glowing storm of spinning clouds and rain, thunder and lightning. A wide path of rock winds between the cliffs and clouds, rounding the whirling storm cloud, disappearing out of sight beyond it. At this point, the wind, subtly at first, has begun to pick up. currently. Wait, what? Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. I misread that. I thought it said 25-mile-per-hour winds. It is... The wind moves at a move speed of 25 feet, which means...
For 6 seconds, or
Yeah, 25 feet per 6 seconds. That is a powerful fucking wind.
Is it?
Gust.
As you're out here, you have to like brace yourself against it. And you can hear the distant rumble of thunder, see flashing lightning in the red maelstrom.
That's where we have to go, right?
For anyone
She's
who wants that in miles per hour. 17.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That's not too
No.
bad.
I mean, it is bad, but that's not like...
That's annoying. I have to hold my hat.
Yes. Definitely.
And if you're flying, make flight checks, kind of thing.
We all make sure
Billy
Cromwell keeps his
say-
hat.
Yeah.
Belito is going to be separate from my body, but sat on my shoulder. Like,
So, like
tucked
all
in.
8 tentacles.
His
are
tentacles
out.
are just like, woo!
I feel like they're probably
Cool.
like threaded through my hair, except maybe one that's just like, because this the rift.
dun,
Or
dun,
path.
dun.
I have
Seems like
3
it.
laws that are all like Dimension, Time, Boneyard, and Rift, and none of them are pretty, guys. If we go one of those, it's bad, right?
I don't
This
see any
doesn't seem
boats
good.
around here.
This doesn't what?
It's not good.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's not.
Kind of breezy.
Hang on your hat.
It's all right. Chin strap.
Where'd you get that?
He tied it on himself.
Hmm.
Remember, I
Oh.
even mentioned it earlier, and boy, is he happy
Yeah.
to have it right now.
Chinstrap
Joke's
would
on
be
any-
an
anyone who
interesting
laughed at our
pirate
poor boy.
nickname.
Hmm?
What?
I said
I thought my
Chinstrap could be your pirate name.
Captain Chinstrap Throbble. I like it.
No, not Thrummel. That part should
What?
be a secret. You don't want them to trace you home to your missus. Captain
Yes, I
Chinstrap.
do. My name should strike fear into all the evildoers on the seas.
You can have 2 identities, Thrummel. Captain Chinstrap and Thrummel. Prince on the ships. Captain Chinstrap in the dips. I don't know. Just go with it.
I assume this is as you guys are like bracing against the wind and
Yes.
trudging forward along the rocky path.
Mhm.
I'm debating if I want to pull you to the map. I don't want to. It kind of spoils what's ahead.
Yeah, let's carry on then. Carry on regardless.
I mean, at the moment, I've
I
just
am
got us
tracking it.
walking in a side scroller in my head, so
yeah,
I mean, it basically is like there's very little room for deviation.
we've
for
gone
path.
2D.
Yep.
occasionally
Go
I
off the
jump
road
and
you're
hit my
going
head on a
straight into-
box.
Whatever kind of cocky you might be, I don't think any of you want to go into that storm.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe you should grow a beard. That would be pretty piratey of you.
What?
Put
Chin strap
firecrackers
beard?
in it.
Just no, you can if you want. That would make it even more fitting. But I think it would just be a good sort of reveal moment when you turn up with a new outfit and a beard to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. You know, your newfound enemies that were your family previously.
No hair grows upon my sacred visage.
Oh,
What
sorry,
about your
bud.
face?
He's bald from the chin down.
Alas, it is so. As you guys are moving. Ooh.
So Nephilim or Asima can't have beards, huh? Interesting.
Or
He can't anyway.
Oh, okay. But he is one of those,
As-
right?
Mm-hmm.
As you progress, the wind ever strengthen. Oh my god, you're not going to like this. The edge of this large area of stone drops off in the distance into the whirling clouds. The entire area is surrounded on all sides by a spinning tunnel of red clouds. Like, you pressing against the wind, it's only in looking back that you see you've basically crossed through a wall of a tornado and now stand inside of it.
Oh, I see. I thought
The
you meant
winds-
that way, not that way.
No, it is that way.
Okay.
The winds now blow at a speed of 180 feet per 6 seconds.
What is
I have a
that?
feeling that's going to be a lot faster.
That's going to be
I'm-
numbers.
I don't like
Well,
that.
that's-
22.
I don't like that at all.
122 miles an hour,
Yeah.
apparently.
I still don't like it.
How are we standing up?
Oh yeah, that seems.
We're not.
Carefully.
But you are. So here's the fun thing. The wind is beyond the rock. It's still strong here. This is what it seems like you are somehow protected while you are here.
Hmm.
Remember when you said this is a great spot for Seleni's mount? This is a terrible spot for Seleni's mount.
Okay.
I was going to say,
I
I'm not
think-
turning into a dragon.
Cora's just gonna reach down out of instinct and grab Marco's hand and just hang on really tight.
Marco's gonna grab Ithri's shoulder just to make sure.
Well,
Heaviest person.
so about that.
If he
As
doesn't
you
have a
reach
shoulder.
for Ithri's
What?
shoulder,
What?
you find that you can't reach him.
Why?
And
Too
it's
short.
like he's...
Is he too short?
No.
You got shorter. What the hell?
It's more like he is far ahead.
But Cora
did
got
I-
me though, right?
But I got Marco, right?
Yes. But reaching for Ithri's shoulder, he, instead of like, what would you say was the distance? Maybe like 4 feet in front of you? Does that sound about right? Like a
Yeah,
meter
not that
or so?
far. Yeah.
He's more like 4 meters ahead of you. Visually, you see him just a meter ahead, but
Ah.
when you reach, he is so much further.
Ithri, don't go too far ahead. Everybody grab hands. Something weird is happening.
Okay.
Medora, with your earlier investigation, you understand what is happening.
Space.
Oh no.
Space is beginning to unravel. Distance is fluctuating. Which makes it perhaps ironic that just maybe 200 feet ahead of you, you can see a robed, cowled figure leading a black hippogriff.
Oh, god damn it.
We got up to somebody. Well,
Is
We
is
can
it
all see it.
is
Cora.
the storm loud?
Yes.
So we could speak to each other without presumably them hearing.
You can speak to each other, but even then, like, you kind of have to speak loudly to hear each
yeah.
other.
I just want to make sure we're not going to get overheard.
I always speak loudly.
So does magic definitely not work here, Medora?
I attempt to cast a message to Ithri.
Goes directly to
What do you
Trificus.
say?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
You hear it.
I hear this.
Comes back out of message. Yeah, magic seems to be working still.
That's a shame.
Yep. I'd rather be without right now.
So, what are you guys doing? As
Do we
Did
follow?
everybody
forward?
grab hands like how I suggested, or are we not doing that?
Yeah, three would have held out
Oh, I've
hand,
got your
but
hand.
But are you
So,
grabbing somebody else's hand as well?
I'll grab-
Is everyone else?
Somebody.
I need confirmation from each of you guys if you're doing that.
Who's
Yes.
touching my tail?
yes, everyone, yes.
Yes.
You're
I
yes.
at the
feel like
back, so
like
you're like,
Selene
"Who
would
is
grab
that?"
Medora because Medora's not
Oh.
attempting to, but yes.
I feel like I'm strong arming Medora.
I'll grab. whoever's on
It
the
actually
other
takes
side
a little
me.
bit of work. Like, you guys have to step closer in some instances to be able to grab hands, because already you were much further apart than your eyes led you to believe.
That's
So-
exactly why I think it's a good idea. I don't want to get us separated.
So if he looks 200 foot ahead, he could be.
Much
he could have been
closer.
here for a very long time.
10 foot, 10 miles. Who knows?
Does he look like he is walking at a normal pace?
Yes.
Walking against the wind.
Trudging,
Make it.
more like, but
Trudging, yeah.
following the rock path ahead of you.
Do we want to just follow, or do we want to try and catch up?
I mean, start running?
Not as fast as you can. You'd probably still
Yeah.
be walking.
There might be a shortcut way out of here if we had to make this long of a distance to get to the minaret, you know. So I don't want him to grab it and then leave this place, and
So
then
Yeah.
we're
Pick
stuck
up
here.
speed.
Yeah,
and
I think
catch
so.
up. Okay. I'll keep my normal speed.
Cora speeds up to just half her normal speed.
I slow down to their walking distance. 30 feet?
So we're Askell, the thought isn't like a sprint, it's more just so that we're not, so that we'd be catching up over a period of time, but also aren't burning ourselves out,
So
if possible.
Round.
some of you would have to hustle. What's the slowest speed in the group?
If we do hustling.
Hello there. Oh no, 25 feet.
Goodbye. Key.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So in order to catch up, you would have to be going faster than 25.
I
So, yeah.
could go
How
ahead
does that work mechanically?
and distract him.
It would mean that you anyone whose speed is 25 would have to hustle instead of any other exploration action.
I don't know what the consequences of hustling are.
It means they can't be doing anything else.
Oh, that's fine.
And that over time, depending on how long you're doing this, they might begin to tire out.
Okay.
Okay, I'm dropping. I'm dropping detect magic and hustling.
Anyone
Yeah,
else?
Ithri will hustle.
I don't think I
I'm-
should hustle. Unless
No,
you want
you're
me
the
to get up
reason why
there.
we have to hustle.
Come on, guys!
Bellini, Marco, Medora?
I
I
will
don't think I need
hustle
to. I'm fast enough.
until something changes, because this is Medora's. She would rather think about it, but if everyone's hustling, she'll go with them until she needs to stop.
Marco, you
fast
said
enough?
you're
Is
already fast enough. Celine?
35 is fast enough, right? Or
Okay. Okay. So Medora, Key, and Ithri, and Thrommel have to hustle.
We hustle up to 35. So these guys are at a normal pace.
I slow down to 35.
that's about 10 feet, right? Because if I have to hustle, I'll hustle to keep up with Medora. Not Medora, Cora's like regular pace.
Wouldn't
As,
they-
Mine's
as long as it
50.
looks like we're
Nobody
gaining
else
on him,
can
it's
really-
fine.
It's 55 feet is my normal pace.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry, I
So-
said that you're at 45. My bad.
For the time being, I will have to roll for yours and his relative positioning.
I would like to hustle if that's the case. I didn't realize she was that much faster.
I'm not hustling ahead of you guys. I'm staying
Yeah,
with you guys.
Just to be
I
clear,
believe-
even
Would double
hustling,
the
I
rest of
believe
us.
others are only going up to 35 regardless.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
we're
even at
all.
full speed on hustle, I'm still not as fast as Cora walking.
Yeah, I'm like meeting you guys in the middle there, at 35. I think.
Isn't
This is
hasn't,
bragging.
hasn't Thrommel got a speed of 20?
20 because of the
he has to
full
hustle
plate?
regardless. So he'll
Oh.
be
Yeah.
fine.
But presumably hustling can only go up to 40 then, was my thinking. But yeah,
Also,
35.
his strength is high enough that he does not take the speed penalty from his plate.
Oh shit!
That's
know
what the
what,
strength
Asher?
score on plate armor is for.
No wonder Cora talks so fast, because she's having to physically wait for us all the time.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Uh,
Makes sense.
Okay.
Checks out.
So at present, he is 120, 240. He's about 360 feet ahead of you. As you travel, the current hex that you're in, because I don't know how else to convey this, the hex that you're in, normally 120 foot to a side, is 480 feet by itself.
Right. Okay. That's very cool.
As you move at a faster pace, he gains on you substantially, even though you're moving faster, because the hex he is in is unchanged and is only 120 feet.
Guys,
So
just
let
tell
me roll
me,
again for his next hex.
and I'll start moving. I'll go
Wait,
up
does
there
it-
if I need to.
Does that mean we have to walk slower to be faster?
I don't know that.
No,
It
it's
depends
his.
whether if the hexes are set. Because if we all have to go through the same thing, it doesn't matter. But if they're changing as we approach them,
Okay.
then it could matter.
By the time you move out of that 120 foot hex, he has gained 3. If that makes sense. So he's moved another 360 feet.
Is he close to like the center, to the destination?
No.
Okay.
Base is rubber banding right now.
Someone needs to fix their ping.
Also, safe bet. Time is a problem as well.
Fine for now.
Can you
Okay.
do something about that?
Well, I've
I
rolled
don't
the
have time
distance for the
magic.
next hex.
It's
Um,
okay, as far as we're concerned, they're question marks.
Mm.
And you are holding on tight to each other's hands.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Marco's hand probably starts hurting.
Wow.
Okay, good.
She's scared.
The good news is you are not getting any distance between each other. The bad news is, in this hex, everything is 10 times further.
Oh my god.
This hex is 1,200 feet in distance.
Hmm.
But we're equidistant from him.
Well, all that while you are traversing that 1,200 feet, he is continuing his 480 foot hex.
Right.
About
That
halfway
son
across.
of a bitch.
This is gonna listen. Things could change in a heartbeat. It's all.
We just pass him randomly, like, oh, what's that guy?
Oh, that's the wrong one. Ignore that. He's getting all the rolls you guys want.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, even moving at a hustled pace, he's almost at the far edge of this vortex.
Just tell me to run if you guys want me to.
I don't have any ideas.
Well, this is very strange. I'd swear we're not gaining on them.
We're not.
Should we,
I'll swear
or
as
you
well.
want to just go punch him?
I
You want me to go
mean,
punch him?
I'll
he
be
is
right behind you.
he's a threat.
I know.
Maybe we
That's
just need to.
I think-
Just,
You go.
I was just
But if
going
he
to say
gets
maybe
there
we need to
before
distract
us,
him.
I can distract. I'm very
Apple-
distracting.
Does space actually change? Or if I cast, am I casting at range? Can I try?
Well, effectively, he is 480. So he's 960 feet from you visually.
So it wouldn't work.
Okay, he's 900 feet from us visually, but then everyone else is weirdly visually further from me, and we're touching, right?
Well, no. Everyone else visually is. You guys are all together. It's more like the land itself is stretching. Distance is what is distorting. Because you are physically linked, you are essentially a single entity and thus not being separated from one another. If someone, for instance, let go of their hand, the distance between them and the rest of you will fluctuate, much like it is between you and him. Not visually, but physically.
Okay, so it's yeah.
I can go distract him. At least buy you guys some time.
I fear that, you know, you might be fast, but I feel like if you start running away from us, you might be under the same rules that him and us are right now. So we might lose
I
you. You might
will.
even fall behind.
Yeah, but I can catch back up
You'll
if I
sleep,
need to.
right?
Then you don't
Because
know
you got
how
the
long
best
we will take to
chance.
catch up with him, and you might be on your own for a long time.
How
Just-
well did fighting him go before, right? If we don't catch up for ages, you have the minaret in your sleeve. You
No,
have
she
so
doesn't.
many things. She doesn't? You
If
got
she's
it?
got it.
Oh, we still should not potentially sacrifice somebody, right? Like, even if he reaches the place, doesn't mean that he will immediately succeed.
We have one of the minarets. He can't succeed without that.
Yeah, but I'd rather not he get his hands on it either and
And
trap
I'd rather
us.
you
or-
lived.
I'll live.
Seems rather. I'd rather you not go.
I'd rather you weren't separated from us.
Okay.
For
Question:
ease
Because
of
Is it
running
otherwise
this,
the
I
next
am
thing will
going
be
to move you
someone
guys
else.
to this map. I'm asking Honor System that you disregard what you can see ahead. Not that it's really informative, just focus on the regions that you're in, please. But it'll make it
Just-
easier, I think, to run this.
I'll zoom
Zooming
in.
all the way in.
out of curiosity, is it going to be like one of those things if we can just imagine and think we're near him, we'll be near him, like imagine home and we leave the other one? Honest question to the party.
I don't think so. I don't think we have any say in this.
Don't think
Otherwise, we'd be there
that's-
already, because I'm really thinking about it.
Maybe there's a way to influence the chaos, but I don't think it's that simple.
Was
Well,
with
let's
didn't
keep.
erase it.
Can you guys go any faster?
yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes for 10 minutes, but not for any longer than that.
10 minutes is the start.
Yeah, but Key can't.
10 minutes,
If-
but how does time work?
It's already been... in fact, by the time you're done with this current hex, that'll be 20 minutes that you've
Yeah.
been...
That's the thing is,
There might also. What if there's a trick to it? What if we try going slow? Maybe we'll move faster. Something is.
think
I know
it's
that doesn't
just-
really sound like it makes much sense.
I think it's just a random
the path.
chaos.
Come on, let's just keep walking.
Gonna keep hustling. Well, they're gonna keep hustling.
I mean, can we keep hustling?
Yes, for the time being.
Okay.
You're gonna get tired.
But it is frustrating to be moving so fast and covering so little ground.
Eh.
Eventually.
For some of us, this is our normal speed.
Let's find out how...
Akora's definitely feeling frustrated.
I feel like it would have been better to ambush him once he got out.
I don't know that there's a way out.
No wonder the lights are
Back,
flickering.
So... no change. This hex will also be 1200. For Trificus.
Hey, can he get any of the 1200s?
No change. So he's got another 480.
So he's still twice as fast as us. Although if he isn't hustling, then
He's not.
presumably,
Yeah, but we're still not gaining.
no. Nope.
Try not hustling for a moment.
Sure.
Okay, we'll
For a
block
moment,
normal.
in the case of a 1200 foot hex, that's going to be a nice chunk of time. In fact, I believe these ones are 10 minutes each for you guys.
That's fine. I just, space and time, and I want to try something.
Okay.
Start walking
Are you?
backwards.
Did we walk
Are you
backwards?
guys
We're like
dropping
right
to
in
a
front of him.
25-foot speed?
Yeah. I will say if it doesn't look like it's doing anything, I would go back to hustling. But it's hard to tell in advance, so
You're not going to be able to tell except by doing another full hex.
that's unfortunate for us.
Is
We
that
can for
I need group
science.
confirmation?
Yeah. We'll do
We'll
it.
do it for
Good.
science.
All right, you guys slow down as you're going. Oh god. Trificus disappears into the far wall. Or the robed figure with the hippogriff.
Who could that be?
Eventually,
Like when he hits this point. Okay.
Hope to.
Yes.
Hmm.
Eventually, you guys make it to the next area.
Well, now we have no benchmark to measure ourselves against.
Correct. Making it almost impossible to tell if you are gaining or not.
I guess we don't know how long a hex is, huh?
There's visually you can see it's about 120 feet. Visibility is fine. Though the land here is very narrow comparatively. 10 times closer. And this is relative. So from 1200, 1/10 of that would be 120. Okay, it's actually just a straight 120-foot walk. It takes you about a minute to walk this next section,
Oh,
and then you're here.
damn.
What not to say?
And onward and onward you continue. Agonizing.
We're just gonna keep going.
Yeah,
I mean,
unless anyone has any ideas, just
I gave mine.
Till we
Keep
get
on.
to the end of
Keep
this,
on
so
keeping
it
on.
doesn't matter what the length of a hex is, I'm walking.
Okay.
Walking
Yeah,
away.
another 10 minutes passes. 1,200 feet.
Oh. So this one
Progress
is like we made less progress again, basically, or we had to walk
Correct,
further to
yep.
make. Interesting.
10 times. No change. You guys have rotten luck here. Though, you have not had any encounters yet, so at least there's that.
Oh.
Imagine
is
a
he like
combat
constantly
encounter
fighting
like this.
stuff, or like?
Time feels so slow. But you continue onward. You're not tiring out now, as you're not hustling, but you have no idea if you're gaining on Trificus or not.
Rather meet him with our party at full strength, not diet.
This is agony. I hate life right now.
No encounter. Everything is 10 times farther. So from 1,200, that goes to...
12?
Well,
1,000.
12,000.
Oh
feet.
my god.
Sex.
You would just take
You
a
were
break and
just-
you just keep rolling, and then when we come back, you tell us where we got to.
I mean, I am kind of glossing through it, but that's going to take you, well, it was 10 minutes for 1,200, so
100
we'll
minutes.
Yeah, an
call it
hour.
an hour and a half.
He's
Like,
gonna start
and
coming
this is the
back and be
worst part.
like, what the hell?
You see that wall of cloud, and you're just going and going and going. Even just walking you're beginning to feel fatigue. And you've covered so little ground.
Askell, I have a weird idea.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a mythic feat, and I wonder if, like, since you said, like, when we grabbed hands, like, we're basically, like, stuck together in the same kind of temporal or, like, spatial position now, right? Like, we're all going at the same hex effect. What if I can I use this on myself to free myself from this, like, spatial shit, and then they get to move with me?
Let me read it.
For chat purposes, it's become destiny.
Interesting. You defy any external force blocking your mythic purpose.
Yeah, this feels like an external thing trying to block me. Marco just gets pissed and like, I've had enough of this. We gotta I want to reach it right now, so we gotta do it.
I mean, if it's rules is cool and you want me to sacrifice a point, I'm happy to say it takes mythic energy from me too.
No, that's not my worry. I think temporarily that may work.
Just focusing my will onto walking, like, I want to reach this fucking wall.
So as you guys are walking, and by the way, I rolled another no change, so it will continue to be 12,000 feet for one hex. As you continue onward, tell us, you take the reins here, Nexer.
Yeah, so you said
we
to
cut through this.
There's this cloud wall, right?
Ahead, technically only about 360 feet ahead of you.
I'm just focusing on that, and I'm willing myself to reach it. Like, maybe I'm closing my eyes or something, and, like, I'm holding them. I'm like, just keep walking. We're gonna be there in a jiffy.
All right. We need this to become mythic. We need this to become exemplary. So as you're doing that, like, your focus begins to solidify. And as your frustration grows, so too does your conviction. This is not how it should be. And when you finally hit that point where you utterly snap, reality accommodates you, goddammit. And Marco begins to glow. It would be Medora who'd most sense it early on. The growing battery that is Marco, as he is beginning to exert a law of the universe of his own, shaping it around him, pulling it back from this maelstrom that is trying to unravel. And as it connects to him, it becomes taut, no longer this frayed, pulling apart rope. It's strengthening. And like a lifeline, as he begins to tug upon it, the rest of you are pulled along with him. And in but 120 feet, Marco wills everything to move.
Nice.
At the end of this, Marco, you find yourself
Wait, can we hustle
exhausted.
during that moment?
You don't even have time. In the span of like a minute, you are into this next section. Through the cloud. As the swirling clouds move closer and farther away with the distance changes, you sense Marco's fatigue from, like, did I do it?
I'm the main character, not some
Something
stupid
else
wizard.
Beginning to unravel. Where one rope was temporarily strengthened, At first, you think the roaring winds and the strange lights from the clouds might be affecting your senses, confusing you, but as things around you shift and move, time itself begins to speed up and slow down. And you realize that that change is real. From this point on, while we will continue rolling for distance... Actually, no. You spent... Well, yeah. Yeah. For this section, we will be rolling for distance, and now time is also speeding up and slowing down. Which wouldn't really matter, since you're in your own timeline, except it's affecting Trificus differently than you. And you can see him very, very far ahead. But before that, we're going to pause here and take a break. To process this really mind-bendy information, and also to hydrate, stretch, and you know the drill. So chat, we'd encourage you to do likewise. Go get some snacks, some water, stretch it out a little bit, and we'll see you in a few minutes.
Go back. I'm not center. Hang on.
Back. Uh-oh.
Wait, do I need to be in the middle?
There we go. It's fine.
Damn it,
It's
Ava, get
better.
in the middle.
Okay. You notice in the paths ahead that even big chunks of the central rock platform have given way. There are these great big gaps in the rock that seem to be slowly eroding, disintegrating into the storm. But as you press forward, it feels as though the golden metaphysical rope that Marco has created and re-solidified, while it might not apply around you, it is strong enough that you can pull yourself along right through the otherwise distorted distances. And I will cease rolling on the distance chart for you guys as long as Marco remains conscious and active.
Knocks him out.
Hammer.
Can we have a reminder how exhaustion works before we carry on?
It's well, we're not there yet, but it's a condition that just gets applied to you.
And it's rest to remove it, right?
Depends on the source. I believe fatigued means you cannot use exploration activities while traveling, and you must have a full night's rest to recover from it.
Whoa. Okay.
But it's been a bit since you've been hustling, so technically you might be all right.
So let's normal, not hustle, to start with and see what happens. I say normal.
You guys are also all... Well, hang on, let me read this again.
We're all well. Nice. No one's feeling
Yay.
sick.
We're
Going
great.
on.
Good job, us.
Even roped together, each of you moves at a different time. Now, roped together, it's not going to be an issue for you, but you are experiencing time differently from one another.
That's cool.
So going real quick in order, Cora, this is just for your benefit, remember, very fast, Cora is quickened and gets 2 extra actions instead of 1 for the next 10
He's
minutes.
the one who didn't need it.
Ithri is slow. Ithri is considered slowed 1 for 10 minutes.
Lovely.
Marco is normal speed. Midora is slow, slowed 1. Key is fast, but not as fast as Cora, just quickened regularly. And Selene is in the same time movement as Marco. Thrommel is fast, same as Midora. No.
Fedora.
Yes. Key. No, Key. Same as Key.
Key.
Same as Key. So, for those of you... Wait, read... For some of you, for the slow among you, there we go. For the slow among you, everything around you is moving unbelievably fast. The wind shrieks past you. The clouds swirl in a blur. Even other members of your party are moving so quickly that you can't keep up with them with your eyes. Their voices are shrill and high-pitched, talking so fast that you can barely understand them.
Quiet.
For the fast among you, you suddenly see that the others around you begin to move in slower motion. You move so much faster than they can. You can barely understand as they speak, for one word takes minutes for them to finish to your ears. And their voices are just a low rumble. The wind dies down, and even the whirling clouds of the abyss seem slower, calmer.
Can I make them all go faster by like dragging them all like a fucking dog sled? Just come on, guys! But just
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the party moves at the average.
okay.
So you've got 2 fast and 1 very fast, which will mean the party is moving fast here.
2 fast and 1 furious.
It's probably really weird from Marco's position because he looks at Ithri and he's like moving in slow motion, and then he turns his head, and Cora is just like, and then like he just looks at Celine like, what the fuck?
Selene, you can see, is like wide-eyed but going with it. Like, okay, this is fine because we're still moving.
I feel like Medora's like, wow, this is really cool.
Trificus is currently slow.
Oh.
Since you guys are fast, it does mean you zip ahead 2
Oh.
while he only moves 1.
Falls off into that tiny gap.
Where's
Problem
my clock?
dealt with.
I have misplaced my clock. I found it. Okay. But you can feel, thanks to the distance distortion now working in your favor. Oh, I forgot to check his distance. He still has to do that. Okay. Well, that is very unfortunate for him. He doesn't move this 10 minutes.
Got him.
Let's continue. Oh, I forgot. Nope, not that. That's the one. Still no encounter. Okay. Rolling for you. I gotta do this really fast. Okay. Cora, very fast again. Ithri, very fast. Marco, fast. I see which way the wind's blowing. Medora, very fast.
We're going
Wow.
fast.
Key, normal.
Gotta go fast.
Eh.
Key normal.
Selene,
Drag the
fast.
lizard.
Thrommel, normal. You guys are averaging very fast.
Oh.
Suddenly,
Key just going by the
everyone,
tail.
everyone except Thrommel and
He...
Key
Me, yeah.
are just rocketing, whereas Key, you're like, why is this happening like this?
My legs can't keep up.
And the rest of you just can kind of hear Thrommel over the course of the next 10 minutes just say, this is strange. But that's literally over the course of 10 full minutes he is saying that.
That would get so annoying
So
so
you-
quickly.
Move 3 hexes. Let's see how Trificus is doing. Oh! Okay. Well, that's he got the 12,000 feet one.
Take that, bitch.
I wanna
Where in
reiterate,
range?
I'm not even faking it. I like
How-
that is legit what he has rolled.
I'm
Now
going
you
to
know what
attempt
it's like.
to contact Pazuzu.
Pazuzu, come in. Are
Oh,
you getting
shit.
this?
Scientists.
Technically, I need to roll separate speed for Pazuzu as well.
Oh, his speed.
Are they not being?
Get some garbled.
Okay, because I want to know, like, as Medora is saying words to Pazuzu, how Pazuzu is perceiving these words.
Like a heckin' chipmunk, right? 'Cause
No
I'm
comment.
very
You have
fast.
3 seconds. You gotta listen.
You are very fast. It'll depend on what Pazuzu's speed is.
Okay, but how do you want this delivered to you? Do you want me to deliver it in chipmunk voice?
You would just deliver it normal, what it would be to you.
Okay. Pazuzu, you are a mighty being of chaos. Why do you let this man lead you like a common donkey? And I'm gonna just attempt to let him enrage, and I say that not in common, I say that in
Chthonic,
Chthonic.
I assume is. You were looking for abyssal, right?
Yeah. I looked and then
Yeah,
was like,
that's
that's
Chthonic.
too many not vowels. But it's Chthonic, right?
Why is it
Yep.
German?
That is the one. Okay.
Yes.
You are unsure if Pazuzu got it. Over the next 10 minutes, Pazuzu is slowly turning the head.
What?
Hey.
Pazuzu is currently on the slowest possible time, unfortunately.
Basically, like, the longer it takes him to react, there's gonna be more. So I guess I see his head start to turn. I'm like, okay, give it a second. And when he gets his head round, you look like a common jackass right now.
You're so fast. I don't like. It's literally like.
You gotta talk slower.
Poor.
Jackass.
Yeah, I mean, you've got so
Quite
much
familiar.
time, like, because they're basically not moving, and you could see Trificus has noticed you by this point.
He's like, ah, fuck.
Oh, okay.
And Trificus at a normal speed, so at the same time frame as Key and Thrommel. To you actually see Trificus just normally turning back and scowling across the rocky ground at you.
So,
You can't hear him, but he seems to be saying something to Pazuzu, who is just utterly unresponsive to him. It's time to. Are you guys doing? At this point, he's not far. His distance.
we're
working?
gonna get
No.
him.
He's about 240 feet away from you guys, only just ahead.
Okay.
Do we?
What are you asking? What do you mean?
With the exception of Key, you guys are more or less able to communicate. The fast and very fast are a little, like, it'll be a little chipmunky to some of you, but it's understandable.
Are we attacking?
I mean,
I
We should
think
go
we should
fast
get
and get the
closer
orb, right? We
first.
need to get the thing, right? That's what we gotta
He's
do. We
got-
gotta go get the thing, right?
he's got Pazuzu. I feel like
I'm hoping that Pazuzu's going to slow him down because Pazuzu's just responded to me saying that he looks like a jackass, and I really feel like he's going to be okay with this.
Well,
Because
that'd be really cool because I think that'd be good for Salidi. She can't lose anybody else. That'd be really
I'm
bad for her.
going to need you two to start speaking common.
why are you talking so slowly, Key? Just have a nap. You'll be fine.
seem to be under some kind of possession.
The
I'm not
first
possessed,
time you've ever
Thrommel,
made
I'm just-
sense, Thrommel.
Come on.
Oh, Thrommel? Oh, right. No, he's normal. Yeah. So you guys can kind of understand Key and Thrommel, but they are very, very slow talking.
Is this what we sound like to you all the time, Cora?
Yeah.
Are you guys... So
It's
here's
fine
the
though. I'm used
question.
to it.
Are we switching to encounter?
I think we need to go a little bit closer if we're 240 feet.
Move closer.
I mean,
Ithri's
even
fine
Ithri's
at that
hammer doesn't
distance.
have a range of 240 feet.
You know that Ithri has a heavy crossbow.
Yes.
Oh,
And
how
knows
far
how
is
to
that,
use it.
actually?
He's got a weapon and
Range in
another weapon.
Pathfinder is weird. So is cat.
It would be pretty funny if like what's his name? Trificus is like slow, and then you're like super fast, just aiming, shooting, and he can't dodge them.
Right now, Ithri has 2 extra actions
Yeah,
While
just
the-
start shooting.
But I've only got so many crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
If he could
Yeah,
get
but you've got-
this bonus while in melee, he could hit that fucker like 5 times.
Oh, but it would really suck if he was like fast and we were slow in him.
Yeah.
Let's get to him and
I think-
incapacitate. Incapacitate.
closer.
I also think that we need Nanaki to cosplay as the heavy crossbow right now because he's doing a great job.
Yeah. I wouldn't point it at my neck.
Here is our last. This could be you catching him. It's going to depend on.
We're
some
getting
roll.
closer,
So for
yeah.
you, random encounter. No encounter. You have not gotten one encounter.
Did he get some?
Cora, very fast. Ithri, very slow. That's the first time.
Oh.
It's no.
It's fine. We're gonna catch up, and then we need Ithri to be very fast.
Marco, very slow.
Guys,
Oh,
we have
great.
one thing to do.
Key fast. Selene
fast.
fast. Thrommel
Fast as the
slow.
queen.
We are averaging slow.
Can I
say
fuck
Alright.
it and can I say fuck it and get up there to him?
Well,
Let's
guess if
see
we can't
what
stop
he
you.
gets.
He's also slow. Then maybe there's no difference.
Oh no! Everything is twice as far relatively, meaning his 12,000 foot hex goes to 24,000 feet.
Could we just walk
Okay.
past him like? Phew.
Let nerd.
And for time,
Come on, Pazuzu really fast.
he is also slowed.
Pazuzu
So
fast.
basically, what this means is you guys move 1 hex and are still 120 feet from him. He gains virtually nothing.
Okay.
Is Pazuzu fast though? Come on, Pazuzu
I-
fast and angry
Pazuzu normal.
and angry.
Well, that depends. Do you keep saying what you're saying to him?
Yeah, he's leading you like a common jackass. Next, he's gonna load you up with his baggage. And I mean physical, not emotional.
As
Because
time
just venting
shifts,
to this guy.
Pazuzu is beginning to understand.
You look no better than a donkey. Even the sheik treats his camels better than this.
I feel like we're going to end up fighting Pazuzu first.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Pazuzu, I'm telling Pazuzu that Trificus is treating him like a donkey, not us. Selene never led him around by the nose.
So
I did save his ass.
make
He also shot at him.
I didn't shoot at him.
persuasion.
No, I mean, Trificus shot at Pazuzu. Like, shot him out of the sky, right?
Diplomacy,
This is
right?
make an impression. Mhm.
Make an impression.
I'm sorry, yeah, diplomacy. And your tokens are in the upper right. I did put them at the edge like you guys suggested.
Yay.
Is it diplomacy or make an impression?
Correct. Oh, right, that's right. The macro splits it up into the actions. Yeah, it's make an impression.
I can't find make an impression. Help.
Check under exploration.
Can't make
actions.
help.
Is it called request?
Yeah,
No.
exploration,
That's
make
different
an
one.
impression.
It's under
The
exploration.
Middle column, I think, for me.
Ah,
Yep.
gotcha. Thank y'all. Do I get any additional for speaking in Chthonian?
Nope. Actually,
Let's
there are
try.
penalties at play.
Oh, fuck you. Okay. Blind, public.
No, it's only blind if it has a secret roll or the secret trait.
Roll. Booyah!
What's that total?
36. 19 plus 17.
So because I rolled to see what his temper was like to what you were saying, he rolled very poorly. The DC was 35.
Nice.
This is a success, not a critical success.
Likes me a little bit more than not at all.
That's something.
It improves his attitude toward you from unfriendly to the next one up, which I believe is
Meh.
Tolerable.
Unhelpful.
Meh. I really hope it's called meh. Meh.
Meh.
Unfriendly. Meh.
Wouldn't
I mean,
eat
that's the
her
basic-
first if I was killing people.
That's the general vibe. But he is now considering things. Is 120 feet still too far? Do you actually want to catch up, or are you? You guys tell me.
A3's too
I
slow to
want
communicate at this point.
Yeah, you want to try a combat again when you're not all very slowed too.
Yeah.
I mean, how does
Okay.
it even work in an encounter with that? Because like,
It
wouldn't
gets
that just
nutty.
We
we
just
have to
have
move
no
the whole
actions.
distance before we can do anything, really, right? Like,
Every turn, I will be rolling for each person, whether they are slowed 2, quickened, or quickened 2, or normal.
but we have to
And also,
bridge
if you
this gap,
unrope,
this distance.
then I will be rolling the distance distortion between you as well.
Oh,
But it will be localized, not at this massive hex level.
yeah,
Okay.
So, it could get nutty.
yeah.
We'll see what
I
happens.
say we get within 120 feet.
If you can get up on him while he's slowed and Ithri has very fast, we don't even need to roll initiative. Like Ithri's gonna fucking turn him into paste.
Okay, but Ashlow would also take pleasure if he rolled 5 nat 1s, and I would not.
No one would be happier about being very slow than Ashlow. I know this.
No, very fast
Um,
and missing every single one.
Also that. That's the chaos I feel like that guy wants to see.
No
Okay, let's
comment.
see. Random encounter check. Big shocker. Cora, fast. Ithri, slow.
I slowed
Marco,
down.
normal. Medora, very fast. Key, normal. Selene, normal. Thrommel, fast. The
Not bad.
2, 3, 3. Still averages fast. And for Trivagus, body. Uh-oh.
Like Tripicus.
Very fast. Very slow.
I feel
Uh-oh
like that
for
was
him or
my
uh-oh for
fault.
us?
Yeah.
Him.
You see him suddenly beginning to gain distance on you. However, as he is just starting to gain, one of the rocks in the path suddenly reaches out for him.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hello?
Hello.
Roll, please. Okay, I guess I'll just do it manually this one time. Just this once. Uh, 23. A tentacle reaches out, startling Pazuzu, not actually succeeding in grabbing them, but leaping to the attack. This large rock grows 3 long tentacles and opens a mouth previously unseen to reveal jagged, sharp teeth, and shrieks in rage, rising from the ground on 3 stubby legs. And Trivagus and Pazuzu are currently engaged in melee combat. What do you guys want to do with this?
Let
By
them
the
deal
time
with
you
it
get
and go
there-
past them.
Is that what you want to do?
I'm
I mean,
asking.
100% we can, but as we go, I'm just gonna go. Pazuzu, you're strong and independent. Make your own choices.
You don't need no wizard.
Can we go past them though? Because like it looks like that's a very narrow thing where you might have to jump stuff.
It is
right?
definitely the worst possible spot. I would say you guys could try to slip through. I would say it would come down to either your acrobatics, athletics, or stealth if you can get past them without getting caught up in the fight.
Can we
Is that what you
follow
wanna
the
try?
expert, which is Selene?
I mean, please check the map. I don't. You seen the thing?
Remember, these are 120-foot wide hexes, so there's more space than it would seem.
Does that take displayed for chat?
Hmm?
The monster, can we get the image displayed for chat?
And for our players too, I suppose. Yes.
It looks very horrible.
Looks
It
like
is
an
very
Otyug.
horrible.
Is it an
It looks
Otyug?
like
It
Otyug?
is an
it's chewing
Otyug.
up. Looks like it's chewing up bits
Actually.
of like Zardox. Like looks like
It's a variant Otyug. It's definitely rift touched, fiendish, you might call it. But
Hey, that's what I could have looked like if I kept him vibing in my patron magic.
Nice.
if
I
I had
prefer the
been
cat
more,
look.
if I had thought it through, when I saw a fiendish Otyug, I would have just changed it to a Clypoth. But I didn't think of it at the time.
I think sneaking by and letting them deal with that would be preferable.
As someone shite at sneak, I'm going to
So
translate
you guys
it
actually
myself.
individually.
We
Not everyone
can't
has to roll the same.
follow Selene, the expert.
Why
Why wouldn't we?
Not with the temporal problem. But that does mean not everyone has to roll stealth. As long as each of you rolls either athletics, acrobatics, or stealth, it works out.
Okay.
And even if you
can-
fail, you can still flee combat. You're just going to end up as a target in it briefly while you're on your way through.
I
try
choose none of the above and
acrobatics.
cast translocate.
I see no reason why that wouldn't work.
I'm very
Yeah,
fast.
let's just
That's
try and get
technically
past.
2 of my 5 actions.
That is
Oh,
also
shit.
correct.
The hell, Marco?
Yourself and only yourself, I believe, correct?
Yeah, I can't take anyone with me.
Okay. All right. Who's next? Medora has gotten past.
So I rolled a 23 because I had a nat 1 on acrobatics, so I might have to use my what's it
You
called?
could rewrite fate. This is a skill
yeah.
check.
Rewrite fate. Yeah. So I'll do that. Hang on. Reroll and keep new result. And I'm taking 1 mythic point. Oh, it's not
Okay,
much
but that's
better.
fine because it's still got +4. That's 29.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Average
Cool.
DC for your level is. That doesn't seem right.
I got 1 more than Cora. Shouldn't that mean I succeed?
He didn't tell me I succeeded.
Oh no, he said
28.
you got passed.
No, he didn't.
No, Medora.
Oh.
28.
Oh,
So
sorry.
29 means you beat it by 1.
Okay.
Marco, you make it. I don't see any other rolls. Oh, Cora, 28.
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh man.
Neither have I.
You barely make it, but Cora, you are able to at one point leap up, landing gargoyle-like on Pazuzu's flank, hopping off, wall jumping over to the Otyug, and then further wall jumping right over the gap on the rocks, over the storm below. In safety-ish? Ithri. Are you keeping it? You do have 3 mythic points you can spend if you'd like.
Don't know that I took the thing where I can.
Everybody
Rewrite
has
fate
that.
is automatic for everyone.
Oh, that sucks. No, I'm not doing it.
No? Okay.
I refuse.
Damn it. Why am I not surprised? Can you move your token over in this general vicinity? While I continue on, we've got who's next? Key.
So am I right in thinking that we're
No.
kind of just jumping over gaps as well as Frommel? There's wall
You
and
mean
all that around him.
Trivagus?
Sorry, yeah.
Well, there's enough space that you could also be kind of running around. It's a little bit of whatever flair fits the skill you use.
So I'm
Ithri,
gonna-
he's not going around at all. He's shield up, head lowered,
I'm gonna
motor
gecko
legs
grip.
activate.
Ithri's
And
low,
just-
so he probably thought there was a fight going on.
I'm going to gecko grip and just climb up to the ceiling and go that way.
Well, there's no ceiling anymore.
Walls?
It's just
Is there
storm.
walls still?
No walls?
No wall. I've still got to make a jump regardless.
Not it necessarily. This is more about maneuvering through the fight. The jump is sort of a freebie. It's an auto success as long as you guys are like, in a fight while it's happening.
In that case, I'm still gecko gripping and just going.
You can absolutely use gecko grip. Just go down the side, and I would say no roll necessary. You can just.
Thank God, because I weren't going to pass that acrobatics check.
This was my thought when it was
Though
like.
I might have something
things.
special for you and Medora. That leaves Thrommel and Selene. Let's do Selene first. I have a feeling this is going to be... Well, she's got 2 solid choices. What do you guys want for Selene? Stealth or acrobatics?
Stealth.
That's a difference of +6.
What's she do?
I mean, she's stealthy.
She's going to ninja run through.
Stealth is probably her best.
It very much is. Yep. Now for the ox.
It's okay. He loves Ithri. He's trying to make Ithri proud. I feel like it's not the worst.
He's going to do it the Ithri way. Here I go! And he's going to make an effort to shoulder bump Trifagus on his way past.
Poor man is concussed.
He really is like Ithri. He rolled a 3. Which is unfortunately for Ithri still a success.
Oh. Why is that unfortunate for Ithri?
So good.
Because Thrommel and Ithri in a fight with Trifagus sounds fucking great.
Oh.
Boy needs a hammer.
Yeah, but with
unfortunately, Ithri is just moving too slowly, and as he's going, it's like you guys are all playing on a modern game console, and Ithri is on an Atari, and you just see like the Mr. Game & Watch
Mr. Game & Watch
slowly inching along the ground. It's real tragic, honestly. Did you get your token over here? I don't see it.
I can't move it because I'm not in an encounter. It said there's no encounter, no happening. Movement.
I am with Sardok, apparently.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, you don't need to roll initiative because your intent is still to get out, right? Yeah. I would say you'll just be subject to their turns, and if you want, you could do something on your way through. Or are you going to stop to rumble with them?
No. If I think Ithri probably, I think the reason Ithri failed is because he thought we were stopping and he slowed. So he's now spotted everyone else gone and gone like, okay, that one, I guess.
One tentacle reaches out for you. No chance. It's not a critical miss, but it was, I mean, it's just... Oh, but you are slowed 2, but it's still a miss.
Slowed 2? I thought it was slowed 1.
Very slow is slowed 2.
Oh. Nice.
For his part, Trifagus sees you. Trifagus is moving normal.
How does slowed affect reactions? Just out of interest.
Let me check. Slowed, it has no, you still have your reaction.
Okay. All of them.
Even slowed 2. So you are very fortunate about that because he sees you. You'll not beat me! The beast can wait! Targeting you. I know what he's going to do, but I just feel guilty about it, and I don't want to do it.
Do it.
He is going to cast... Let me make sure that... Oh, wait. Oh, that's not Gust of Wind. Oh, bummer. That's Wall of Wind. That's not as fun. Okay, well, he's just going to...
Still be windy.
Cast something else then.
I feel like a Wall of Wind could be useful, but maybe it'll get in his way as well.
Make that will save.
I will.
Aha!
I rolled a 3 again.
Oh no. Things are not coming up with 3.
This is one of those things where if you've got an ability to fix that, you should do so.
Okay. Do I?
Or
Into
not.
I don't know if you
hint.
do.
Just let it go for it.
Isn't this a skill throw or a skill check?
No.
Is that the? Is
Oh.
the? Well, yeah. I don't know what I'm doing. What I'm trying to
It's
fix.
a saving throw.
Yeah. Can I
It
do
is a saving throw.
the re-roll it? Can I do that with this? I don't have that as a
Not with a
mythic
saving
feat.
throw.
Oh, then no.
No.
Askel, is it a 6th rank spell that's going to make Ithri fairly stupefied?
Yes.
Is it Nevermind?
Yes.
Counterspell?
You can
Ooh.
try. You do have all the feats that you need to be able to quick identify it, and it's on your list.
It's literally, I can cast it right now. It's in
You
my
can.
prepared spells.
So that comes down to a counteract DC. We love
Where
those here.
do I help?
And totally
encounter?
remember how they work.
Counterspell.
And I'm not looking it up right now. What?
A creature
You're
casts a
looking
spell
it
that
up.
you have prepared. You can
I'm
use your
not
magic to
looking it up.
disrupt it. Expend a prepared
Okay.
spell.
Add
Okay.
the so if a spell use your caster's DC, so you're gonna that's the DC.
How do
You're
I?
gonna roll your spell casting attribute plus your spell casting proficiency bonus. So on the spells tab, you know that spell attack roll button?
At the top.
Yep, just roll that. And if you have any bonuses that specifically apply to counteracting, those will apply now.
If I'm quickened, can I guide myself to make this better, or is it?
You have 2
Hmm.
extra actions.
I currently have 3
Um,
left, and this is a reaction.
So you still only get 1 reaction.
Yes, but I have 3 actions, and if I'm landing from my translocate and I turn around to see this happen,
You can't action as a reaction though.
Yeah.
Correct.
okay. Well, it's only because I'm like quickened too, so I, like in the time, it was worth asking.
I'll also mention if you have anything to bolster this, now would be the time. know if you have any
Mythic
mythic
counterspell
abilities.
is happening.
You took it! Oh my god, I'm so happy
Oh.
you took that. That's You've
What'd that
recognized
do?
the spell, you have it prepared, you quench and count. Are you using mythic?
Yeah. Yeah, if
Spend
I
a
hear
mythic
this
point.
going off at I3, I ain't fucking around with this.
Wait.
This is a no.
Spend a mythic point, expend your prepared spell, you lose the spell, you then attempt. So make the counteract with mythic. So roll your thing, and then you're going to add 8 to whatever you roll.
I'm expert, so. Or is it just at 8? Because
Yep.
mythic.
So it will upgrade you from expert to mythic, which, so it's plus 8 to whatever you roll.
That looks like a good one.
45! That is a critical success.
Do I lose a mythic point?
You don't have the upgrade from mythic counterspell, do you? The thing that ricochet spell?
I don't think at this level I can. I think mythic.
I thought it was a 10, mythic 10.
I have mythic casting, so I can cast higher, but I don't have ricochet.
Okay, bummer. That would have been the most poetic fucking shit.
Do I lose the
Critical
exact
success.
spell?
Yes.
Never mind.
The target, it is counteracted for sure. You
I
see
feel
this?
like the rift energy just channels through Medora, and it just like physically manifests to do this as well. It's not even a wave of the hands.
However,
He counterspells or
cool.
counterspell with a
as you are
counterspell.
doing this, so you notice you've moved into area 5.
Uh huh.
As you do this, you still counterspell it, but even as you do, the energy from the magic stays around you and begins to form a protective barrier around all creatures in a 40-foot burst. So everyone except Ithri. Who
You saved
all
it
of
for
you
enough,
gain
that's what you-
resistance to all
Backside
damage.
overhead.
Oh.
All
Look
of you
how
gain
cool I
resist,
look right now.
Resistance 6 to all damage for 1 minute,
It's fine. Ithri's got a shield.
as the magic just sort of wraps around all of you. And Ithri, that's wild magic.
Oh.
He misses that.
Guess what? Area 5 is unraveling.
Ithri's gonna have a sad.
Okay, but can you have that sad over
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Now, Ithri, you've got one action. You can hit
Book and
something,
run.
or you can. You're running? Okay. You make your way out of here. Trificus roaring in, actually in chipmunk rage for pretty much everyone.
I would like for my fourth action to flip him off.
Is there? Would Ithri
Even as
know
he's
anything
doing
about what was? Anything about what was about to be cast on him?
Probably not, but Medora could tell you for sure.
Yeah.
Medora knows that was a very, very naughty
target's
move from
intellect
Trificus.
is permanently reduced below that of an animal, and it treats its charisma, intelligence, and wisdom modifiers as -5. It loses all class abilities that require mental faculties, including
that's not
all
many.
spellcasting. If the target is a player character, they become a non-player character under GM's
Oh, I
control.
see. Okay. Well, that's
It
right.
literally
Very bad,
melts
very
your
bad.
brain permanently into
Yeah.
like a walnut.
Wow.
Oh.
Yep. Yep, permanent,
That is
goodbye,
also
Ithri.
what he tried to cast on Cora yesterday.
Hmm. Good spell picking.
It was a DC 34, by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
Nope. I just, as soon as you said that maybe Ithri should try and do something, I was like, I know which spell this is because he's tried it before. I have it, and I
and you know what?
prepared it.
That's probably why the second she heard casting, Medora was like, no, not, no.
You know what? Myth had gut instinct that Nevermind was going to be useful today. I'm so glad we rested because I
Fucking
had to
good call.
prepare that. I prepared
Yeah.
that literally 20 minutes.
And just think,
After the
if
break.
you'd gone the other way, it wouldn't have even been Trificus. You'd be dealing with something else. Yeesh. Ithri escapes. You guys are effectively in Area 5. Suddenly, there is a tingling feeling in the air. You feel the hairs on the backs of your necks rising. You shiver, though you are not cold. The clouds glow brighter? That has to be grow brighter. The clouds grow brighter overhead, still casting their ruby-colored light around you. It's hard to tell over the roaring winds, but now the air itself seems to have a slight shimmer. More and more, the winds pull toward the cliffs. Now, Key, your gecko grip, is that a climb speed innately, or is that a magical ability?
It is. I gave
Just ask me that fault there, Asco.
Speed. So 25-foot climb speed.
Okay.
For
That is vitally important because, well, you know why.
I'm going to fall.
I would say, though, Medora, you were exposed to Ithri. You probably also recognize wild magic for what it is. And you know that, okay, more is beginning to unravel here.
If I'm really tempted to cast stuff now for funsies. Can we have more plant pots, please?
You never know. The path ahead is narrow. Even looking at it, you can see the rock just disintegrating away on both sides.
I mean, we keep
Thunder
going.
crackles behind you as Trificus
Yeah.
is casting spells upon the monster.
That's none of our business. Keep moving.
Disregard distance. We don't need that. Time. Cora, slow.
My
Ithri,
first
normal.
slow.
Marco, normal. Medora, very slow. Fuck. Key, normal. Selene, you guys are going slow.
Oh.
Oh, and Thrommel.
If I hustle or something, would that help?
No,
No? Okay.
not really.
Dang.
Unfortunately, you guys broke from the Marco safety rope.
No!
So, assuming you are all trying to get back to Marco.
Oh.
Uh-oh. It will take you 10 minutes just to regroup with Marco. All of you. Is that okay? Or do you want to split up?
Speed.
I mean, what other choice do we have?
Yeah.
By the time you are done, the Autiug is no more, and Trifagus is hot on your tail behind you.
Well, hopefully he
And
used some
he
spell slots.
looks mad.
Okay, but is Pazuzu also mad?
Hard to
'Cause I
tell.
told
He
him-
always looks mad.
He's a
Pazuzu
strong,
has the meanest
independent
case.
Pazuzu.
Pazuzu has the
Yeah,
meanest
but-
case of RBF you have ever seen on a living being.
Hey, feel like so does Medora, and we accept that round here.
It's
I mean,
it's
we
true.
might get called
but-
mean.
Okay.
What's the gap size of the like really thin part, kind of like between us and Trificus? Like kind of
So
from
effectively,
wall to wall.
he's one hex behind you. So you just be. I don't understand. What do you?
How wide is the path?
Yeah, how what? Yeah,
He wants to
Oh, how wide
explode
is the path?
yeah, in between us.
Looks like about half. So maybe like 60 feet.
Oh, you don't say.
Uncomfortable feelings.
I'm gonna cast Wall of Wind between us.
Okay, let me just hang on a sec, because I just said he has that too. Let's see what his speed is.
it. Oh.
Okay, my turn, assholes. He is going to counterspell you with his own Wall of Wind, which means what's your spell
Fine.
save DC?
My spell save DC is 30.
30. He's got to roll 1d20 plus 25.
I get the feeling he's passing this.
He counterspells you.
Does that activate any wild
Is that a
magic?
critical success?
Uh-oh. Yes, from both of you, that would activate wild magic.
Oh boy.
Is it a critical success?
37 against, you said 30? No, it's not a critical success.
Oh,
just a success.
Shame. Take it back.
When you cast this,
Pop,
okay.
plant, pop,
you
plant,
feel
pop.
more like normally magic expels from your body. There's like a special energy. Something latches onto that energy and you feel something more than you wanted draining from you.
Ugh.
Key,
Mm-mm.
you become drained 1, doomed 1, and enfeebled 2.
I love
That's
this.
not great.
That's
I would-
not a plant pot.
Like
So-
as Key casts this, you see him literally like deflate, withering and keeling over like a bent tree
Key.
Is
with
this
a gray pallor.
is this a misfortune effect?
Technically no.
Okay.
Meanwhile, with Trificus,
Plant, pop, plant, pop, plant, pop.
Pazuzu needs to make a will save.
Oh. To not eat him?
No, this is interesting. There's a crack of thunder, ominously. Too far away to scare you guys, but Pazuzu is frightened too of Trificus and suddenly tries to buck Trificus. This could get really ugly suddenly.
On Pazuzu. Were you that bitch like you were born for it?
This would be athletics from Pazuzu.
No, what
That
predators
is an
do when they're
18.
scared.
He fails, but Pazuzu suddenly is trying to buck Trificus and then takes off right out into the open sky.
Ooh.
That's not a good idea.
That's
They are out of your sight as the walls of red cloud and wind obscure them, but you can hear piercing screeches and the roar of Trificus' voice.
Oh.
I will come back to that. For now, it is just you guys.
Let's keep
So technically,
running.
your wall of wind might have worked better than I think you intended.
Yeah.
I mean, it was designed to slow him down, and slow him down I have. Now I'm feeling really weak. Can someone carry me?
A3, carry key.
Yeah.
I can't.
Allow me. I shall carry you, friend lizard,
He's got a
like
name.
my very own parrot.
Just
Oh,
friend
up
is
on the
fine. You
shoulder,
don't
there
need
we
to add
go.
the lizard every time.
Yes.
I warn you, I weigh like 200 kilos, but you do it, pirate
Not
man.
anymore, you don't.
Oh,
That's Captain Chinstrap to you.
apologies, Captain Pirate Chinstrap Man.
Apology accepted, because that's what heroes do. He's...
Good job, Rommel.
You guys continue. Within 10 minutes, Key, you can remove those conditions. They were just to scare you.
Oh.
It only lasts for 1 minute.
Neat.
At this point, I'm going to just roll for the entire party. Normal. So you move with moving 120 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys get like out to here.
Whoa. That's
Wait, what?
intense.
I thought they were 120 feet things.
Each. But you are moving at normal speed. So
I see.
So 10 that's 10 minutes, mind you.
Yeah, yeah.
So in 10 minutes, yeah, you guys can go.
Just
about
to
that.
trigger wild magic.
It's
Well-
tempted. Depends if dude gets here.
You see as everything is just beginning to crumble, consumed by the storm. You see 2 figures materialize ahead of you in the storm, floating, translucent, looking sort of like grim shadows of death
Oh my
themselves.
God.
Ooh.
They are blocking the path ahead. What do you do?
I say the password.
When you say 2 figures, could you pop the inscription in chat again? Just out of interest.
I was scrolling.
I can't be
Um,
asked. I know Askell's rolled like 100 dice for time and space.
Yeah,
It's back in there.
I got it. It's right here. Oh, well, mine has spacing.
Right, Rommel.
You got it?
Yeah. Reading it out.
Okay. The figures have not attacked. They're just sort of hovering there, blocking your path.
Can we identify what they are?
You can recall knowledge if you'd like.
And what way are they, which
Can I
way are they
assist
looking?
on that?
At
I
you.
can't recall knowledge because there's some pop up that I can't see.
When I
Oh,
copy
you
and
no
pasted it, it did
NPC,
the
hang
text.
on. There we go.
Oh.
Recall the knowledge myth.
Okay. Key.
Didn't roll apparently. It just said I'm just trying
No,
to.
I got
recall shit. Oh, you got it.
No,
okay.
I see it.
Oh,
You don't know what you're looking at. Probably magical, like a phantasm. Medora.
magic, guys.
Key's not as wrong as you might think. These are specters. Usually, like an apparition left behind when an evil mortal dies that stains the location of their death. They maintain a little bit of their prior identity, but with a corrupted sense of purpose. They can't really be reasoned with. All that they are is that twisted corruption left behind. There's no actual soul there.
What do I think is their like energy? Like, are they like spiritual forms or are they?
They're undead. Though, that being said, you also get a sense that they are bound here. Not necessarily that this didn't happen naturally, that maybe something put them here.
Like a binding that I could dispel? Question mark.
It's possible.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, I just noticed that Cora made the recall knowledge as well. Cora, same as Key, like you have no idea what you're looking at.
Try and dispel the binding and
Somebody had a good counteract check and wants to see how far they can carry it. All right.
If
We'll
we're in
see.
the rifts, my magic is at home, so I guess. Come on.
Your dice rolls, man.
I'm retiring.
Making up for
immediately.
me. That's what you're doing today.
That's
I'm
it,
trying
guys.
so
I'm out.
hard to have my really needlessly overcomplicated combat encounter, and you guys keep being
No.
like, nah.
No, I'm gonna shut that shit down. We're on a roll to get
Reach
this
out
minaret.
once again into the tendrils of the rift all around you and pull that energy in and channel it forward, slashing through the imperceptible bindings holding these specters here specifically. And each of them, like suddenly snapped from a broken rubber band, launch outward away, vanishing into the storm. However,
Oh.
in so
Out of
doing,
my way, peasants. Oh no. Somebody carry me.
Your head and arms transform into
Tentacles, come on. Be on theme.
Wow.
all
Bots.
three of
Oh,
them.
bots, bots,
Your
bots,
head
bots.
and both arms transform into tentacles.
A head.
Yes! I'm back. Demon
I know
Medora.
exactly how Key is
Medimorph.
reacting to this.
Medimorph's back.
And you see a great big bulb sort of grow out of her stomach. And then its single eye opens, blinking and like looking. There's no mouth, just a bulb with an eye and 3 tentacles on 2
Can I
legs.
still cast?
If you
You have
cast
no mouth.
messages, they're not gonna be more.
Medora,
than
Yeah,
are you
one.
but-
are you okay?
But technically, message don't need no mouth. Right?
You can still cast.
Hey Cora, I think I'm okay, but I might need help.
Okay, just tell
But
me.
that's a spell.
I have
no.
message as well.
Good heavens, back home.
A3, can you
What?
carry Medora?
You both just cast spells. Okay.
No,
All
because
right.
Cora can reply.
I can
right?
reply.
he's-
I can reply.
You will get
I
what
can
she
Oh
say
said.
yeah,
it.
Medora
Victory.
cast a spell.
I see.
A
Yes,
swirl of
I'll-
conflicting emotions overwhelms Medora.
I
Can
like
you,
tentacles, but
can
not
you-
like this.
Can you make that flat check for me?
So I need
I'm
to
fine,
carry
Cora.
a tentacly
You're not acting
emotional.
fine.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the message is fine, but you feel a swirl of overwhelming emotions, both like, and they are conflicting. So you are feeling like the purest, rawest joy, and
Tentacles.
most devastating, impossible to handle grief.
Oh,
Eye is crying, the
Same time.
tentacles are going like this.
A3, Medora's still in there. Can you carry her? I think.
I can
Can she
try.
just walk?
Can A3
Did
carry
you
her?
ever
Nothing's
tell
wrong with
Rommel
her
he could stop
legs.
carrying Key?
No,
She
and
said she
we
wanted
don't-
help.
To be,
We
I
don't
haven't
know. It's
been
only Key
carrying
that
for,
would
like,
know.
The last 9 minutes.
I
I've
feel-
just been doing this for the ride at this point.
I feel like Medora's gonna wrap one tentacle around A3 and the other one's gonna give him a little head pat to be like, I love you so much.
The weird thing is the eye is so big that when it blinks, you can hear the fleshy lid move.
Ugh.
Can you close your eye? Because otherwise I'm going to squish your eyeball.
Taps on the head, keeps the eyes shut. Slowly
'Cause otherwise
strokes
it'd just
down
be
his
like-
face with a tentacle.
Eyeball to the face. Yeah.
Just gonna stroke your face and be like,
How far behind is Wizard Boy?
You can't see him. He
Excellent.
never came out of the storm after Pazuzu carried him in.
Oh, he was on Pazuzu.
Uh-huh.
He got on
I
Pazuzu and
player
Pazuzu said, "Fuck off."
misunderstood. Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was like walking next to him or something.
I thought
No,
Pazuzu flew
I might
away.
have forgot to mention it, but yeah, when he spotted you guys and realized what a problem it was, he mounted up. He was hoping to take advantage,
Oh.
not that it would take advantage of him,
Oh no, this might be really bad. Huh?
or really good. We'll see.
Let's get going.
All right. Normal speed. So once again, you guys can get all the way to 6.
How long is Medora? Half a
Medemonora.
Demonora, yeah.
So
I love my diary.
after a
entry.
minute,
God
Medora
knows how long
changes
ago.
back, but the emotional turmoil lasts the entire 10 minutes.
Fuck yeah.
Am I still carrying
Thank
Medora
you so
just
much,
emotionally?
I love you.
Yeah, come on.
I
It's
mean,
okay.
if
I'm
you've
so
ever been around
overwhelmed with
someone
love
with
for you
like
guys.
really heightened pregnancy hormones, it's kind of like that with the emotional spike that's just like,
Astel,
Blaze,
you're
you-
talking
you
to
know what I
someone.
mean.
I know full
I
well.
once cried over a Happy Meal. Because I was so happy. Not sponsored.
that's the headspace Medora is in. That yeah. So you get it. You know. Here though, you come to the end of the line. Before you, the solid ground completely gives way. Huge chunks of rock break away from the edge and float off toward the center of this swirling storm. But the area is not losing its ground, because as soon as the rocks fall, new rocks form to take their place. There's a feeling of decay and rebirth simultaneous here. You can barely hear over the howling of the wind, the thunder of the storm. The glowing clouds become an immense maelstrom of red lightning and winds spinning down into blackness. Far in the distance, you see an island floating in the middle of the storm, unaffected, wrought entirely of crystal. What do you do?
Is that where we need to go?
Do we know
That
what the wind
island?
speeds are here? Is it
Looks
still
like-
120 odd?
The wind speeds here are something like 300 feet per 6 seconds.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
I thought this was gonna be like the eye of the storm or something.
Did you
So-
say
It's at the center of it.
you said there's like rocks appearing, as if there was a path here,
And then
but it's
breaking away.
decaying?
Yep.
I've played enough of Mario to know what to do here.
Yeah.
Hup, hup, hup.
To confirm your thoughts, watching these rocks that break free, you see them, each has its own direction and pattern, but every single chunk bounces into the crystal island before plummeting.
So we just need to ride one over there.
Let's go then, guys. Ithri's gonna go and find a rock. Jump on it.
Should we all go, or
So-
maybe just?
There are no rocks that could fit the entire party. In
No,
fact,
yeah.
Hmm.
I figured
they
it would be
are
a rock per person.
Rock, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, this is a terrible idea.
This is the
Don't
best
follow me
idea.
if I fall off.
Medora's got extra grip with all the, tentacles.
No, she's back to normal
She's
now.
no longer
No.
Yeah,
tentacly.
she's
Get
back.
the tentacles back.
He's so good.
At this point, there's a lot going on here. Who's going first?
Me.
Okay.
I push it 3 aside. Let me do it. I've got the best chance for success.
It's okay, at 3. I believe in you. You can go next.
Still being held by a 3 for some reason.
I think Rommel hates me.
It would be athletics.
To jump?
So I would say it would be athletics to jump onto it and hang on tight,
I do have this.
or acrobatics to balance. Both are going to be at a very high DC.
Okay, well I have that,
Ah.
but I guess it doesn't
With
really
failure,
matter.
meaning you plummet into.
Yeah,
the
maybe
maelstrom
just
of
one of
the
us should do
abyss.
this.
Well
Don't you
volunteered.
think?
I
I
volunteer.
mean, if you want to.
Not you.
It's
Okay.
a maelstrom. What pirate wouldn't want to go down in a maelstrom?
I'm going for it.
So, is that what? Are you leaving that roll alone?
No. I'm gonna re-roll.
That's another 3. 3s are haunting us
Mythic.
today.
This is my
It's
first
either 3 or
mythic.
18s.
Hey, don't bring your bad juju over here.
So
Haunting some of
I'll
us.
use a mythic point.
More emotion.
So I get to add plus
Okay.
4. Is that right?
better.
So 41. That is a
Okay.
critical success. Cora
Yay.
leaps onto the rock. Now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hexes to traverse.
Jesus.
Let's check.
Oh,
Is
wait.
it portion? Normal
Rerolling.
speed, everything becomes 10 times closer.
Ooh.
Cora leaps onto one of the fast moving rocks.
Yeah.
And you see, like, well, huh. I'm trying, my brain can't fully process everything unraveling here. I'm trying to figure out what this would look like. And like,
Neither could we.
Ah,
We're
this
I
is
just-
feel
so
like it would look
complicated.
like a zoom in because like, she's at normal speed,
But
but,
the
the distance
time-
becomes close. So it's just like zoom, and then she's suddenly already there.
right. Yeah. It's like the rock is just floating and then it's there, but moving at a very normal speed.
Do you need me to make another check?
In a second. Cora. The platform of giant crystals floats at the center of the storm. All around the island, the whirlpool spins faster and faster before racing down into the chasm of the black abyss like a drain. But the air here is calm. The island and the air above it glow with a soft white light. In the center of this island, a miniature crystal minaret stands atop a crystal base.
Am I? Did I make it to the island? Like, am I there?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. 10 times closer.
That was easy.
You only had to go 8 hexes, and yeah.
Okay. Can they still see me?
Yeah.
Yes, but you cannot see them. You guys can see her. Cora,
Well-
you just see the winds howling around the perimeter of the island.
I made it. I give a thumbs up. If I don't know if they
I
can see.
think
it
she
through
needs
me, but-
help.
I can thumbs
We
up.
should go. I'm so worried about her at 3.
We can't
We
hear
can't
you.
leave her.
Cast message.
Okay. Can I go grab the minaret?
You
I would like to.
walk across. The island is triangular, about 100 feet to a side, so it's only like a 50-foot walk.
Grab it.
You see it is set atop the crystal base.
Hey, it's just sitting
Right,
here
you
like
just
the
see
other
her
one,
approach
right?
it.
So I'm just gonna grab
The
it.
rest of you suddenly see Pazuzu burst from the storm.
No.
Alone?
Shrieking in a panic. Trivicus clinging to the top, beard wildly hanging, robe torn, tattered, and pulled off. A look of madness in his face as they soar toward the island.
How far away are they?
Laura shows no recognition of it as she's reaching for the thing.
I
They
think we
are
should get over
about
there.
500 feet away.
I'll jump on a rock and try and get over there.
Marco, acrobatics or athletics?
Oh, athletics is better, I think. Hang on. Oh, acrobatics is better, actually. Yeah.
I will just inform everybody that at present the DC is 30.
Okay.
At present, the DC is 30.
36.
Now, Marco, let's find out what your speed is. you're immune to the distance distortion.
Oh.
Fast.
Oh, that's true. The other
But-
one's down. Oh shit, I forgot about
So
that.
you just kind of right across, launching. What do is you like reach the island, like it's gonna hit and go down. So like you have to kind of leap
Yeah, I'll jump
right
off
through the wall of storm,
Yeah. I'll just
like landing in a tumbling roll. Cora, you hear something behind you, kind of turning back. You see Marco
Ah!
burst from the wall of wind.
Ah, what are you doing here?
giving you backup.
Okay, I didn't really need it.
Pazuzu's on his way and he has company.
Oh heck!
The rest
I
of
grabbed
you,
the
does
minaret
anyone
very
else do
quickly.
anything?
Do
I'm
I
gonna
notice?
try.
Oh,
I'm gonna try at mythic proficiency.
Ooh. Oh no, she gets a
keep
bonus.
me-
I forgot. She gets a bonus.
I was like, I don't know if you guys should.
Okay, Medora leaps onto a rock. Distance distortion for Medora, no change. Time slow. So it will take you a little longer to get there.
Okay.
That leaves Ithri, Selene, and Key.
go on there, free.
Yeah, Ithri was going to start with anyway, so he'll happily join in.
Yeah, stupid Cora pushed him back.
You want me to roll athletics?
Do you want to roll athletics over
I
acrobatics?
mean, it feels like that would be the best choice, right?
Fair enough. Go
Go
ahead.
Do I roll another 3? Is that a thing I can reroll?
Yeah, it's a skill check.
Great,
Rewrite
'cause
fate
I
works
rolled
on any
another
skill
3.
check.
It's the
Uh,
one.
Who
Yeah.
weighted your dice today?
I don't know.
Are they
What are we
homemade?
on roll 20 or something?
Reroll and keep the new result. Is that how we do it? Well, that's better technically.
Hmm.
Also, it's
Plus
34,
mythic.
not 30, because mythic. So,
Okay.
all right, Ithri, you're a little wobbly. Like the whole rock just flips over, but you're clinging like a spider on the bottom, and just hanging on real tight as you go. Rommel's gonna look at Key. Are you able to make a venture like that?
Do I notice with Pazuzu, is Pazuzu flying or is Pazuzu
Tumbling.
flailing in the wind?
Both. In fact, make a perception check for me. I want to see if you
Sure.
notice something.
Oh, yeah, it's over here, isn't it? This won't be blind, would it?
No.
No, neat.
Actually, well, normally it would, but I'm not in this case. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, as best you can tell, Pazuzu is being battered by the winds, moving very erratically.
So not really in control. Right, I'm going to jump on the rock and do an athletics check.
Okay. I forgot about Selene.
I'm going to have to mythic that.
Actually,
Oh,
you have a climb speed.
yes.
Your DC is lower.
Oh,
So you fortunately have those gecko feet. You can kind of grip and hang on. Though once again, like it is very unpleasant. And for one moment, like that moment when you're in open air over just this black abyss below does not feel great. Selene. Go, Thrommel. No, I'll take up the rear. You go first. I can toss you. How stubborn do we think she'd be about making sure he goes and makes it okay?
I mean, couldn't she like help him from the? What is she? I don't
Yeah,
know.
she could use aid,
Yeah.
but that's what he's intending to do to her.
Can't she?
Hmm.
Can't one of them do it from the other side? Like catch them if they don't
No.
make the jump? Oh.
No. So here's the question, and I'm putting it to you guys. Does Selene let him help her, or does she stand her ground and say he goes first?
He's stubborn. I'd say she'd let him go first.
I don't want to make that decision, but I feel like that is the decision that she would make.
Yeah.
I feel
She's
like
gonna force him to go first?
I feel like she would force him to go first, but he's also been incredibly stubborn and
They're just going to stand there
She-
arguing.
Stubbornness roll
They
off.
do stand there arguing for a second, and then finally,
he is trying to
uh,
like be the hero he's not been allowed to be. So I don't know whether she would let him because of that.
she gives him +1 on his check. And by way of doing this, sort of shoves him onto the next rock. Sorry, all these character sheets. Here's Thrommel. Oh, he ought to be fine. 1 higher than whatever he rolls. 32. He's fine.
Well, okay, but it's not that pretty close.
And then for her part, she's gonna follow right after. Oh God. All right, we're gonna use a mythic point. Does she have anything specific to this? Nope. Cool. Selene, I swear to fuck.
Well, with
Plus
the
how
mythic, it should
much?
be enough, right?
Oh right, +4.
Yes, yes.
I was like, I've just killed someone's character. They're not here.
Yeah, she makes the jump now. Let me roll for Trificus to see what kind of speed he's got. Trificus is going to be beating Medora. Not
Susie fast as
Marco.
well.
They're bound at present. Who went next? Ithri?
Yep.
Ithri is both slow and hexes are doubled. You will arrive very late. Key,
Elevator music starts playing.
Key, you arrive before Marco.
What?
Nice.
Oh wait, no, I'm
How?
sorry, not Marco. You arrive before Medora, so you arrive before Trificus.
I was like,
Um,
how did the lizard get here before me?
Rommel-
Oh, that wasn't Marco. I saw it was Key.
Rommel arrives before Key somehow.
Hold up.
Selene will arrive about 10 minutes after.
10 minutes.
Oh, she'll
oh my
be
God.
along.
So, Marco, you call this warning to Cora. Cora, what do you do? Because you don't. Neither of you can see outside the island.
I'm gonna grab the minaret, tuck it in my sleeve.
Okay, so you're not waiting.
No.
You snatch the minaret. As you pull it from its base, there's a loud, horrible rumble that shakes the entire island. Putting the crystal back in its base does nothing. You're like, it won't go back in. The sound gets louder, the rumbling shaking you violently. The soft white light of the island starts to pulse and turns scarlet. The winds of the storm move in, suddenly washing over the entire island, covering everything in wind, making it almost impossible to see. You can't see Marco. None of you can see each other. The crystals sizzle as red lightning from below strikes them on the island. Suddenly, in a flash of light and a shower of flying crystals, the entire island explodes, sending Marco, Cora, who was the next one? Who was the really
Rommel?
really fast one? Was
Thought you said
Thrommel the
Key.
super fast one?
Rommel and Key.
What's a Key?
Key and Thrommel both make to the island just as it explodes. The rest of you don't see. Everything is just awash in red wind, and then suddenly something blasts into you. The rocks under your hands crumbling, and you're in open free fall.
But I still can't see anybody.
Cora, And Marco, you plummet into the black abyss.
Hold me, Marco!
Key, you and Thrommel have just time to see everything beginning to explode. Thrommel grips your hand. And that's all there's time to do as the two of you plummet.
Askell, relative to
I'm
me,
good.
where is the blah, 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 blah?
They were
Reveal.
just ahead of you, Medora. You feel
Within
like you know
within how much?
they were about 15 feet ahead of you, but they disappeared into the cloud before.
We
Like you
can't
can hear
see-
the
like-
rumbling.
But I'd have had
visibility
time
is
to
gone.
cast en route.
I don't know what that is.
Like
no,
as
she's
in,
saying like on her way there.
because the thing is, like as the rock was
Oh,
Do
moving,
European
Oh, I thought that was the
As
name of the
soon-
spell. I was like, what spell is
En
that?
route!
Sounds so cool.
I'm casting
I
en
cast
route.
en
I'm
route.
on my way. Like just
Uh.
before they go into the cloud.
Oh, the cloud's coming
Wanna-
outward.
Okay, before
Is there
Griff-
any time for us to cast
Griffithus?
spells on this, or
or
Not for Key or Thrommel because there was no warning. Like you were on the island before this happened. Medora, I would say you could cast a quick spell, but nothing that requires visibility because suddenly there's just everything is engulfed and you are alone in the storm. You don't know about the island doesn't explode until after that happens.
So, this is not necessarily a creature I can see. It's just one creature. And it's a wild card that might not work. But if he's looking forward, he might not be expecting it. And it's to try and save Pazuzu. I would like to cast Paralyze at Mythic Proficiency on the wizard.
Terrific cast.
Terrific.
Okay,
Cough.
interesting. His token is on there. If you want to go ahead and target him.
At Mythic Proficiency.
Yeah, oh, I caught that.
With subtle
That'll be
spell
plus-
casting.
That'll be +8 to your DC, whatever it is. So, or rather, I'll just deduct 8 from whatever he rolls.
So, and I would like to do this subtly.
That won't make a difference. With everything like
Okay.
you're too far away. for
I'd
him
like
to
him
see
to have
anything.
no warning this is coming.
Just falls off like a stone.
But I'm trying to at least help Pazuzu out.
Okay.
It might also help to do
It's
that.
an incapacitation, so the best I can hope for is paralyzed for 1 round.
Ah.
Never
well,
mind.
hang on. Hold
Wait,
on.
minus-
No. It is a -8. That is a
But he is
23.
incapacitation. Oh wait, does it already
So-
factor that in?
It did. So his failure becomes a success. He is stunned 1. And
then it- Hopefully that gives Pazuzu a bit of a
as you
advantage.
cast that, you hear the crack of thunder through the storm. You don't know what it means. But suddenly you are falling.
Can I?
And you can feel your flesh beginning to tear off of the bones,
Ooh,
being sucked inward, like you're falling into a black hole.
all of us?
Each of you, you feel your magic, your power, your sense of self, everything eroded, disintegrated, and you cease to exist.
Great.
and that's how we TPK'd.
And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
What the hell, bro?
Next week, completely different campaign.
Cora,
Next week on
you did
Fire Under the
get
Bridge.
the crystal minaret.
Well, it doesn't matter because I cease to
Oh.
exist.
Yeah, we've got no bodies, no existence, no sense of self, but we do have a minaret. That's great.
So I didn't
Yeah,
have
Hoppy.
time to like do anything as I was falling.
Maybe next time you get to narrate
You could
I don't. If
wink
there was
at
something you
Marco.
could do. Yeah. Well, Marco even was like 50 feet away from you, closing in on you.
Oh.
Yeah,
But-
you could wink at Marco as your eyelid peels away from your body.
it.
You know what though? It
That
occurs to me
sounds-
for chat, in case anyone didn't quite catch it, I should probably show Thrommel's new look
Oh,
boy
Harpy's
Oh,
gonna be
yeah.
pleased.
in his armor.
Your
one
boy,
more time.
Captain Chinstrap.
Yes. Shiver my timbers, he says.
Oh, buddy.
Hey there.
In
Well.
his black iron dread plate.
Hell yeah.
As soon as I
You can
saw
have
that, I
him.
had to put the Fedora tip meme in the memes channel. I had to.
Yeah.
That
Medora.
reminds me though,
Medora.
I
Medora.
do have to give you guys XP.
Oh,
Oh, you're
that'd be
awful,
great with the
mate.
existence we don't have.
What do we need that for? We're dead.
Hey. Some of us just returned.
No,
to
I'll
the-
just use my last mythic
being
point
from
of
which we
freeing
came.
myself from being dead.
Actually, I have a
Oh yeah,
mythic point for
Marco's just
that,
like,
too.
That's not how it happened.
We just all climbed down on the
Sarnak, get out
gold
of there.
rope I had earlier to find back to the teleporter
Aw.
path.
Why is wait a minute? Why is Sardak on the what?
I don't know.
He's
That's what
been
I
on the
said
initiative
earlier.
for
I've been
ages.
fighting him this whole
He's
time.
been there the whole time.
Weird. But why? And then if I end
his head's up
encounter,
core asleep.
It was
He
my
came
turn
out
for
of
a
my
second just
sleeve
now.
to fight Marco.
okay. Auto assign. Actually, that would go up to that.
Marco, I've
Okay.
always hated
What?
you.
Why is he
Everyone
barely
gets 70
injured?
experience points.
Because I was drained. Because
Oh.
drained lowers your
Right.
health.
So when you were undrained, your hit points didn't go back up. So that's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, technically, that's the end of the Black Abyss. That could have been. Do you realize how horrible this place could have been if there were actual
Yes.
random encounters getting rolled on?
Oh, yeah.
And if we'd had 24,000 hexes for the whole thing, yes.
Well, to be fair, I did not end up tweaking anything. I decided I would if I needed to, but I didn't need to. Fate sort of shifted a little bit. Trificus stopped getting, your hex is 10 times smaller than otherwise listed.
12 feet.
Trivicus walking 12 feet while we walk 12,000.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
such bullshit.
And I would
Yeah.
walk 12,000 miles.
Yeah, so the thing is, each hex shifts respective to what it was, not to its original size. So if you get first times 10 and then another times 10, it's exponential growth.
Oh my god.
It's not just times 10 and then it stays times 10.
Rommel, though, just being like, I know some really good marching songs. And just going into those, like, Boy Scouts ones, Cub Scouts, and all that.
If
blah, blah, blah.
if he still had his oath working, he totally would have been that obnoxious guy. The Captain Camp Counselor.
Ugh.
We don't
So-
know how far we've walked. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we'll walk 12 times as far.
Oh,
Pretty
no.
much. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways this could go. Technically, I also rolled randomly to see who went to which area. So it was random that this ended up being Trificus. This could have been Sardak, which would have probably been the worst for you guys. Who'd be able
Because
to
he could
take
shoot?
fucking pot shots with his gun with virtually no repercussions.
Oh, yeah.
And he would be like twice the speed, like sped up twice, and then he would shoot. And then
Yep.
when he's slow, he just.
And
Hide.
right, all he
Well,
has to do is stay away from you and let chaos handle it for him.
I like the idea that we haven't rescued Pazuzu. We've just enabled Pazuzu to rescue themselves.
So I tried to let you see it with the perception check, and Key didn't roll high enough, but Pazuzu was already basically out, barely conscious. That's why Trificus also
Oh.
couldn't counterspell you or even see what you were doing. He was concentrating on literal telekinetic puppeteering of Pazuzu. He was holding
Oh.
Pazuzu in the air.
Oh, so
Thunderbirds.
paralyzing him. I guess
So
it didn't
paralyzing him technically didn't. Oh yeah.
He's stunned, so he has one less
You know,
action.
well, no, that's no fun. Well, no, you were paralyzing. Oh no. Okay, well, yeah, then you did help. You hit Trivigus, not Pazuzu.
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
paralyze.
I was aiming for Trivigus.
So even stunned 1, he couldn't sustain the spell.
Oh.
So yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you did break them apart.
Because at
Hmm.
best,
They will-
I paralyzed Trivigus, and Pazuzu is auto-free.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
At worst, nothing happens.
Well, it wasn't nothing. That's for
I
damn
f-
sure.
I feel like we're all just falling now, including the both of them, right?
No, we're all
Yep.
dead.
No.
We're going to be falling until next week.
Or
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been falling
potentially
for 7
not
days.
Pazuzu, but given Pazuzu's fatigue and damage, probably Pazuzu's falling as well, but separate from Trifigus.
How poetic would
Okay.
it be if Pazuzu lost his shit and ate Trivigus?
On the
Just
way
on
down.
the way.
It
Like-
would be very nice. They did not have a good time out in the storm, I'll tell you that.
Hmm.
I would
But,
like to submit a plot point. Pazuzu eats Trivigus.
We'll see. Honestly, I wasn't sure they were even going to make it out of there alive. I did have to check on that. So,
Hmm.
but
It was pretty
yeah.
epic.
So this was the Black Abyss. If you want to see more, we will be live next week with more as usual, and we are live every Sunday afternoon/evening. You can also find past episodes, future episodes, current episodes on our YouTube channel, linked in chat. And you can find us if you want to talk about it, speculate, or just see our pets and familiars on our community Discord server, along with many of you. Thank you for watching, everybody. Take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.